Okay. Sounds good. Check.
Anything?
Check. Can you hear me?
I can hear
I
you.
can
Can you
hear
hear
you.
me? Yeah.
Yep. All right,
So
we're
all
good.
three. Good job, Truman. All right, you are listening to Takedown Wrestling. Steve Foster, Nate Carr with me, Tim Harms. We brought you the live radio show earlier on today. This is our first opportunity to do play-by-play, and we're going to have a blast here tonight, the semifinals.
Yes, should be some good action as always. Looking forward to it.
Out there in the middle is the semifinal matches. I'm going to give you the top 5 in team standings right now. We'll go over them a little bit later, but Oklahoma State Cowboys are in first place, 65.5. The Iowa State Cyclones are in second place at 48.5. The UNI Panthers, 35.5, are in third place. The Wyoming Cowboys, the other Cowboys, it's the battle of the Cowboys here today.
Wow.
And are in fourth place with 31.5. And Fresno State Bulldogs and Coach Steiner and his guys,
not bad, yeah.
fifth place, top 5 with 28.5. So
that's good.
Probably gives them some encouragement coming here all the way from California.
That's right.
So they had a ways to travel. So, all right, semifinal matches. You want to set the stage? Tim or Nate, we got Piccinini over there, correct? And he's taking on Rico Montoya.
Yeah, both of those guys are tough, but definitely Piccinini's favorite. But Montoya's definitely class, highly skilled, tough on top, scrambler.
Yep. Jay Schwam is UNI's other semifinalist down there. And then Brent Fleetwood from North Dakota State. And Rico Montoya, by the way, is from Northern Colorado, so he's being coached by Troy Nickerson and Mike Marino. Correct, Tim?
Correct.
So we got no score, but Piccinini's looked good this year, hasn't he, Nate? I mean, he's looked tough.
One of the things I've noticed about Piccinini is that, it looks like he's been in the weight room. He looks stronger than ever.
Yes.
And then, of course, definitely for sure, highly skilled and a high wrestling IQ.
Yes. He had a big win the other week against Spencer Lee. He had the big pin against the Iowa Hawkeyes, so got 6 points for the team.
Yeah, right. He caught, Spencer Lee does that split, and he just really locked the cradle up. And so I think when people do that kind of defense, they're going to start looking for the cradle off of that, and Piccinini just got to take down.
Yep. At one time this year, I know Piccinini was 26-0 with 23 bonus points. So he had bonus pointed everybody but 3 people. So, and his opponent tonight is Rico Montoya. And Piccinini did get the takedown. He's picking up
almost
some
tilted
backs points, I think, or did he get some counts? I think he did. 2 more for Piccinini. He's up 4-0 with 1:15 seconds to go in the first period, and he's picking up a little bit of riding time.
Swarm down there on mat number 3. They've got a challenge going up down there right now.
Okay. Swarm's got a challenge.
So not only is Piccinini good on his feet, again, a very high wrestling IQ, but just a nice little claw where they just roll you back and try to hold you there. He's doing it again, switching to both arms.
Well, he's tough. Montoya's smart, trying to keep maybe doing, I won't call it a reach back, but maybe just trying to do some tilt. Can you pin from that position on top? You can,
yes,
can't
you
you?
can.
It
You can
happen.
get pinned, yes.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
It will be more of a defensive fall.
Right, yeah. I've seen it happen. More times than not, maybe with that reach back, where you go back, grab trap your opponent's head, and then plant his blades down, and before you know it, boy, you got the victory. So,
yeah, and look at Piccinini really trapping that arm, trying to get that wrist, and then going to that roll through tilt that a lot of the guys use now.
What do you see down there, Tim, on the other match between Schwam and Fleetwood?
Yeah, Fleetwood got the 2 points on the takedown on the challenge.
Okay.
And then Swarm got out right away, so 2-1 first period.
2-1's the score down there on mat number 3. We're trying to keep track of 2. And that's the North Dakota Bison down there against the UNI Panthers. Piccinini's looking good on top here. He's got a minute, 19 seconds of riding time, Nate.
And he has a high half, pulls guy, oh!
Big move, nice hips by Piccinini, kicks out, got the escape. I thought he was going to get a reversal for a second.
Yes, but nice adjustment by Piccinini. Was caught on his butt, was off balance, gained his balance, and went right back in on a high crotch. And Montoya kicked out.
Yeah, he bailed out at the right time, didn't he?
He did, Tim. He did. But look at the size of Piccinini. He's definitely looks stronger than ever. This year seems just filled out and looked like he spent a lot of time in the weight room.
Yeah, he does. It looks like it. 4-1. Boy, a lot of riding time there. A boatload of riding time for Piccinini for now. So just getting started. And what are we in the second period already here? So
yes.
Piccinini starts down. Montoya on top. Referee's position.
Look at Piccinini with that quick stand up because Montoya's tough on top. But he's just, Piccinini really no respect here. Just saying, you know what, hey, I am one of the best guys in the country, period. Bar none, and he's wrestling like it with confidence.
He sure is. Nice inside stand-up. He gets escape, so now Piccinini leads 5-1. What do you see down on mat 3, Tim?
Still same score, 2-1.
Okay.
Swarm's behind.
Swarm from Northern Iowa's trailing Fleetwood from the North Dakota State Bison from up in North Dakota. So going to be interesting to see. You know, these bonus points can be important too if these kids can get them at this stage. It'll be interesting to see if they can. I was just mentioning how Piccinini's kind of been the bonus point king this year. He's gotten all but 2 or 3 matches.
You are right, Steve. He's really doing a nice job of coming over the tie-up, which means that Eric has an inside tie. He goes over, and he just did a nice sweep single. Kind of a patent Oklahoma State shot. A lot of those guys like to use that because of John Smith, and just an easy takedown. Again, you know, Piccinini is wrestling with energy. He's asserting himself in this match, and he's dominating. Even though Eric Montoya is legitimately a good wrestler, he's a great wrestler, but Piccinini is definitely wrestling
7-1.
like I'm the man, 7-1.
Yep, he's working on bonus points. He wants to probably keep that string going, doesn't he, Coach Nate?
That's what you said, Steve. He's going for it.
Got about 2 minutes of riding time. Oh, the most you can ever get is 1 point for riding time. You can never surpass that. So it's not it's not a point per minute, but 1 minute or more, you get that riding time point,
and
unlike
again,
high school.
And if fans have seen him, he just did the tilt, a 2-on-1 wrist tilt.
Wow.
And that's why guys are almost doing like freestyle, coming over top of the arm and trying to trap it, and then go from there and keeping that wrist. Tim, do you see that? Keeping that wrist, trapping the elbow, and just rolling them through, almost like freestyle, except they have a 2-on-1.
Yeah, I think you're seeing a lot of kids do that because of freestyle now.
Yes.
Good tilt there by Piccinini. He's up 11-1. Montoya in the corner. I think they might have had a blood timeout maybe, or I'm not sure. About 4 not bonus points, but 4 back points is what Piccinini picked up off of that tilt. It's racked up 11 points. We're still, 2-1 down there, aren't we, Tim?
Yep, still 2-1. Swarm's on top. He's been riding tough. He's got a minute riding already, and he raced, I think, 40 seconds, 30, 40 seconds. So.
Okay. Okay, and Montoya gets out, so he's 11-2. He's got 2 points now on the board, but he's got a lot. He's got 2 points, but the riding time is 2-2-2 in favor of Piccinini. 2 minutes and 22 seconds of riding time for Piccinini of Oklahoma State Cowboys.
And Steve, Piccinini's really tough on the head of Montoya, constantly pulling him down, going from that over tie, taking the wrist and the arm and snapping it, both arms at the same time, pulling the wrist down, snapping the arm at the same time.
So wear your opponent out?
Yes.
And then it probably opens up scoring opportunities,
that's right.
I would imagine.
Yeah, snap down, go behind, change off to a single.
Yep.
Now Piccinini just moved in on a 2-on-1, and he's moving forward the whole time.
Yes. That 2-on-1 so effective.
Yeah.
One of my favorites was your teammate, Kevin Darkus.
Yes.
With the 2-on-1.
Yes.
Remember that? Boy,
yes.
Darkus. Darky was good. Boy.
Yes, he was a tough one. National champ.
2-on-1, national champ for Iowa State, Kevin Darkus. Oh, big takedown again for Piccinini. So yeah.
Yeah, Nick is just doing a great job, just like I said, really asserting himself, and you can tell he has a lot of confidence, nice snap downs, controlling the wrist, hitting nice sweep singles, almost just snapping his head, controlling him, good pressure, and because of that, Eric's kind of backing up. He's catching him off balance. And
stall warning on Montoya. I think that's his first. I'm pretty sure. I haven't written it down. Sometimes I try to keep track of that, but Montoya just got hit for a stall. He got here by beating Alex Mackel of Iowa State.
Yes.
Sometimes I think that call right there is a little aggressive in this situation.
Yeah.
When a kid's down,
Yeah, what's he supposed
14,
to do?
Yeah, exactly.
What's he supposed to do? To get a tag team partner and try to reach him?
Well, he just got tagged.
Tech fall. There's your bonus points for Oklahoma State. Nick Piccinini. Wow, you can hear the Cowboy fans. They're loving that for Piccinini. And
Schwarm just got taken down, and now he's getting back points against him from the young man from North Dakota.
Fleetwood is tough on top, too.
Holy
Nice trap.
Yeah.
Fleetwood, you say he's picking up some backs?
Yes,
just
yeah,
in the
4-1.
Wow.
Well, 8-1.
Tough ride here by the Bison.
Yeah, it was basically tied with the one riding time that Swarm had. Tied 2-2, takedown and near fall right away there.
Well, that changes the match.
Okay, we got Dayton Fix coming up next down here on mat number 2 against Matt Schmidt from West Virginia. So we're going to have a Cowboy against a Mountaineer down here. It's Schmidt, I believe, yeah. Schmidt against Fix. Fix, good-looking freshman, had a great freshman year so far this year.
Yeah.
Matt Schmidt, I'm sure he's doing good. He was victorious over Cam Skyra from North Dakota State. So Matt was the 4th seed, Dayton's the 1st seed, so.
Now, I want to say, Steve, when these two met earlier, I think it was maybe 1 point.
Okay, good.
1 or 2 points, yeah.
Fun. Could be a fun match then. Just to keep up with Fix, you gotta
Yes.
you gotta be able to rock and roll.
Well, Matt Schmidt is definitely a worthy opponent, and so it should, based on the last time they wrestled, it could be a close match.
Right.
But we are in Tulsa.
Yeah, that's right. We are in Tulsa. It's almost Oklahoma State's backyard. It's not quite Stillwater.
I was just going to say, I think I got 5 push-ups and I'll give you 3 points.
There you go.
You lost your last 5 picks.
I know.
You did Carter Isley against Gannon Grimmel.
I did.
Grimmel won, so.
I picked Gannon, yes.
We got a face to shoelace kind of down there. Almost bonus points, right, down there at Montoya?
8-1, yes.
Or, pardon me, Fleetwood and Schwarm. Really, he's up 8-1. Just about the end of the match, though, correct? Oh, riding time might be the difference maker for him.
No, riding time's out. He's under the minute now.
Oh, he's under that. Okay, I thought he was building. That's Schwarm's riding time, so 8-2 is the score. So 8-2, Fleetwood looking pretty good here for the Bison of North Dakota. Coach Roger Kish.
Yeah, I think that's a great example of watching kids from freestyle, how well that kid transitioned from the takedown right to the near fall points.
Yes, yes.
Yeah, he did, Tim. Sure did. So North Dakota State has a finalist in Fleetwood for the Bison. So he'll be going against Piccinini tomorrow night. We'll be calling it here 7 o'clock tomorrow night. We'll be doing the finals live. So okay, so and then down at the other one we have Montoya Bridges, Wyoming. Oh, he's good. And then Austin Gomez, Mr. Excitement.
That's going to be a good one.
Could be a barn burner down there. Fix does his little somersault entry. Getting all ready to go.
Again, he's at home. Yes, he's ready to go.
There's a lot of orange and black here.
Yes.
A lot of orange and black for the Oklahoma State Cowboys. So just hand fighting here. No score yet on either one of these semifinal matches at 133 pounds.
And typical Gomez is in great shape, and I think that's probably going to be a factor in this match. And Gomez is attacking.
Seems like since Dresser and company have come in, they got the Iowa State kids. Their conditioning's always there. That's not a factor. That's important.
Not a factor. They definitely work hard.
Clear right up to from start to finish. They're going forward. They're attacking and trying to make some action. Matt Schmidt from West Virginia down here, the Mountaineers, wrestling Dayton Fix, who I think overall is ranked 2nd maybe in the nation. I'm not sure. I know he's the #1 seed. I know 133 unofficially, for people that keep track of wrestling forums like I watch sometimes. Some of that stuff's good, maybe 50% of it isn't, but they picked 133 nationally to be the toughest weight class.
Yes, Steve, there's no doubt about it, and for sure it's one of them.
A lot of tough. You brought up 165 earlier today, too, I know,
That's
Nate.
Right.
So.
Yeah, definitely. That's a very competitive weight as well.
Still no score.
Yeah, a lot of hand fighting, you know.
Collar tie.
It's good wrestling.
Yeah.
Guys are good wrestling. You have to create motion, get your man off balance before you attack. And so hand fighting, pulling down the head, faking for the leg, getting the guy to react, and in between that, you want to take those shots.
Oh yeah, you got to create a opening, don't you? And Fix almost looked like he's going to do a boot scoot or
a little McAravey.
Yeah, a little McAravey there, old Lincoln McAravey. We said we should have had a McMacaravey at McDonald's. They should have did a hamburger after him, called it the McMacaravey.
That'll work.
We'd have to trade name that one. So
it's not easy doing radio with Steve-O, is it?
Yeah, I don't think Chris Bono would ever eat one of those sandwiches. Bono and McAravey had some amazing matches.
Yes, they did.
A lot of overtimes.
We're under a minute down in Gomez's first period. Man, that kid is not letting Gomez get any ties on him at all.
Fix gets 2, takes the lead 2-0 for Oklahoma State at 1:33.
Nice.
Over Schmidt.
Yeah.
Nice reshot.
Gomez trying to get in there. Gomez with a
is getting
double.
the 2. Nice.
That's cool because a lot of times he likes to go that upper body.
Yes.
He likes to. Some of his matches
and Bridges
turn
is
out
tough
to be.
upstairs too.
Is he really?
Yes.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
A lot of Gomez's matches seem like they're called what we call throw or be thrown. You know
That's
what I mean?
right.
He gets in those positions.
Yeah.
Most of the time it works out for him, but sometimes you pay. So.
That's right. That's right. It's a do or die situation.
Yeah. So.
And they fixed it a nice job. Was in on a low ankle shot, and Schmidt hit an ankle wizard, and basically Dayton Fix did the limp arm and got an easy 2.
Yep, so at the end of the period, Fix is up 2-0. 24 seconds of riding time for Dayton Fix of Oklahoma State over Zapoten Matt Schmidt from West Virginia Mountaineers.
And Tim Gomez looked like he did a nice reshot down there, and Bridges really couldn't handle it.
So we got a escape. Are we tied?
Tied, 2-2.
Right? Tim down there. So.
Yep.
So Fix up now 3-0. He's got some riding time, but it's not over a minute. So this Matt Schmidt's hanging pretty tough with Fix. He's going to have to keep it close. And
yes, like I say, it was close last time, and I'm not sure if Schmidt even got a takedown. It was that close. It was no points scored. Not a lot of points scored.
Right. Bridges and Gomez still 2-2 all locked up there. And 27 seconds of riding time. We got to believe that's for Gomez. He has the only takedown.
Yes. And Gomez is really wrestling smart, keeping good pressure on Bridges, just staying in his face.
He's kind of been bringing the pressure, I think, really. I mean, I'm not seeing Bridges backing up, but Gomez is the one going forward.
Yeah.
2 more for Fix?
Yeah, Fix is really, unlike the first time they wrestled, Fix has really turned up the pressure. He's attacking. He's taking more risks. Yeah, when they wrestled the first time, I think Oklahoma State was at West Virginia, and just a low-scoring match. But this one, he is at home. We are in Tulsa, and he's turned up the heat.
He is. Gomez.
Boy, Bridges just shot one heck of a fireman's.
And just took Gomez down to his back, picked up, collected some points, guys. So some big points there for Montoya Bridges of Wyoming.
He's up 6-2.
They give him 2-2 or 2-3?
It's good to have some implications for the team.
2-2.
2-2.
Wyoming's in 4th place. Iowa State's in 2nd place. So got your 2nd and 4th place team more or less out there wrestling individual match there at 133 between Gomez and Bridges. So 6-2 is the score.
And look, I'm trying to see if they're trying to take 2 away, the officials at the table in the Bridges and Gomez's match. It's 4-2, so they
4-2.
Just a
nice.
takedown.
So takedowns to that.
Not sure I agree with
Gomez.
that, but good for Iowa State.
It's got to help Gomez out, but that was a fast fireman's, wasn't it, from Bridges? Wasn't that off a fireman's carry?
Yes, he's fast, he's quick, he's explosive, and definitely can go upstairs.
Yeah.
I got a feeling we're going to see some of that here in this 3rd period, fellas.
Yeah.
Yes, because Gomez is definitely going to turn it up.
Yeah, yep. He's going to have to, and Bridges going to have to stay busy too, or he could get hit for one of these. He's going to have to stay busy. Outside of his,
he's moving.
Yeah, that's smart by him. Yeah. Sometimes the best defense is offense.
That's right. Yeah, Bridges has turned it up. Gomez is trying to force him upstairs.
Here's Austin's signature moves.
He's backing up. Gomez got him in a front headlock.
Gomez loves those throws, but you know his first and only takedown was a double leg, so he can get down onto the legs too, but it's going to be a little tough. We got 1:24 seconds to go in the third and final period there. Fix stalling on Bridget, or pardon me, on Schmidt. So Fix, I think it was just the first warning. So Fix still up 5-0.
Gomez is down by 2, and he's taking up the pressure. So he's definitely going to pull the trigger a couple times here in the next 60 seconds.
Yeah, he's going to have to. And that would only tie it if he gets the takedown. At least he can get something to the back. He can throw.
Bridges holding on those elbows.
Yeah, he is.
Guys, here's a piece of Fix's game that I think a lot of people don't talk about is his game on top.
Yeah,
he gets those legs in. He's tough.
He's tough on top. Yeah, gets a cross body ride. He did a grapevine a little earlier, and yeah, rides pretty tough. He's got 2 minutes and 50 seconds of riding time, so that's a lot. Gomez needs to score fast.
33 seconds.
Boy, he tried to tip him. Gomez did try to tip Bridges there from Wyoming, so Iowa State, Wyoming, and like I say, Iowa State's in second now as far as team standings. Wyoming's in fourth. So
Bridges in on a single leg there, but
yeah,
really didn't want to get inside there too deep, did he?
I don't think he wanted to take a chance of a scramble. Do you, Tim, really? Fix wins 6-1 for Oklahoma State, so they're 2 for 2.
Gomez just gets taken down.
Yeah.
Bridges beats Gomez 4-2. Actually 6-2.
6-2 for Bridges. So Montoya Bridges comes out victorious. They're 6-2. Big win. So we got a Fix Bridges finals. Put a little bit of dent in
yeah, that's
the armor
surprising.
of Iowa State,
yes,
because they're in the team race, second place right now, 48.5 points. Wyoming just collected some more. They're 31.5 in fourth place. All right, we'll hop up here to 141 pounds, the Big 12 semifinals, live from the BOK Center. And my name's Steve Foster. We got 3-time national champ, Olympic medalist here, Nate Carr, one of my favorites to watch, obviously, over the years. And Tim Harm's doing a great job, as always. So appreciate Tim helping us out tonight, too.
Hey, Steve-O, this Sandoval kid from northern Colorado is the one who upset the #1 seed Josh Albert from UNI.
Okay. Yeah, being coached by Troy Nickerson and Mike Marino.
And then we have Ian Parker and Demas on the other one. They've met earlier. Parker winning that one.
Yeah, I was at the duel. I think the duel was up at Hilton. I was there, I remember, and for Demas. And Cade Brock, he can make some noise. He might have had a better freshman year than now, maybe. I mean,
yeah, Cade Brock, you have to watch him. He's one of the best in the country.
He's good.
So you don't hear a lot of kids including him in this race either this week.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah. I'm curious how the Sandoval will do here. It'll be fun. Since he beat Josh Albert, who, by the way, was not only the #1 seed here, but he was ranked second in the entire nation. Josh Albert.
I'll tell you, definitely watching Ian Parker and Demas Russell that first one. Demas is really coming out hard, very aggressive, taking risks, taking chances.
Yep.
Oh, he just took Parker down.
Got 2 points for the Sooner of Oklahoma. Demas is tough. He's had some good matches this year. He's been in and out of the rankings, kind of. Same with Parker. 2-0 is the score in favor of Demas. And Ian Parker runs back to the middle of the match. How are we coming down here on mat #2? We still got 2-0 in favor of Cade Brock over Sandoval, who really probably scored the upset of the tournament. What do you say, Tim and Nate? Would you? I mean,
I'd say so far to that.
Number two ranked, number 1 seed. So
yeah,
Sandoval really. But
that's true.
Done some
Joe Smith getting beat by Utah.
Yeah, that's got to be in there too. Yeah, that's got to be in there too. Yeah.
Just knowing how tough Joe Smith is.
Yep. That's right. So
he's got to come back and wrestle on the backside too, doesn't he?
How about he beats a 2-time All-American? And loses his first one.
Oh, what a takedown!
Big for Demas again.
Yep.
Yes, inside. It's his signature inside trip. Again, Demas, unlike the first match, is really kind of stood around more. This one, he's turning it up, taking risks.
Yes, he is. Well, that's probably what he's got to do to have a chance to win this match, really.
Because for sure, Parker will not slow down. So he's going to wrestle all the way to the third. So Cade Brock is wrestling good in on a high crotch. Nice spin. Again, Cade Brock.
Gets 2 more against Sandoval.
Yes, nice wrestling. Nice high crotch. Wrestling good. Yes, smart wrestling. Cade Brock has great awareness. He's slick, skilled in almost every position.
4-2 with Parker and Demas from OU.
Yes.
4-2. Demas still leads off of those 2 takedowns. Big throw attempt by Demas.
He likes that inside
no,
trip,
that's his
don't he?
move. I mean, no, it's coming. No, not. It's just win.
Yeah, right. Defense for that, coach, is what? Just back out?
Yeah, just stand in a good stance. Just stand in a good stance.
Staying solid.
And, Parker let Demas pull him up, and you don't want to stay out of you want to stay out of the ties.
Yes. Yep.
And it seems like he's making that adjustment now. Good stance, hands down, and he's trying to make contact.
Got to take some shots, kind of half shot there at the end of the period, I believe. So after 1 period, Demas still leads Ian Parker of Iowa State. Demas for the Oklahoma State Sooners 4-2. 58 seconds of riding time for
and Parker's
Demas.
going down, and he'll escape, and it'll be 4-3.
Be 4-3, and then riding time. Boy, if he gets, see how fast he gets out. But riding time is Demas's for now.
Yes.
But it's not what it is during the match. It's what it reads when it's over.
That's right.
Bottom line is Parker's going to have to take him down.
Yeah, he is.
Yes.
He's going to have to get a takedown. Yep. It's my friend Jim Hochstrasser. I used to say, takedown wins it so many times. we had so many matches that turned out to be that way. Sandoval shoots, but he kind of gets over. Oh, man, nice great series wrestling there by Cade Brock.
Cade Brock was turning the corner.
Yep.
Looked like he's going to try to cradle him, let the head go, went to the single, threw his head to the opposite side, and pulled him through. Nice.
Yeah. Parker goes down 6-3 now with another takedown for Demas. So Parker's got his work cut out for him now. 6-3, minute 9 seconds to go. So
Demas really, again, came out with some serious energy.
Sure did.
And it's paid off.
Yep. So Sooners trying to get a win here, 6-4 now. But the riding time, so Parker's got to get a takedown here against Demas and erase that riding time or he's in trouble. So
yes.
And he can do it, but he's going to have to be busy.
Go ahead, Coach.
No, go ahead.
Well, I was going to say, at the national tournament here in a few weeks, Oklahoma State with their first 3 guys.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, they're going to be solid.
Yes.
Brock, people aren't giving this kid a lot of attention this year. He's solid.
We know he's good.
Right.
Yeah. Remember his first varsity match ever, he pinned the returning national champ from OU.
That's right. If you're ranked number 1, you don't want to run into him right away.
Yeah.
Or 2, top seeds, you don't want to run into him.
Yep, he's pretty tough there for the Oklahoma State Cowboys. So Ian Parker, he's got 20 seconds riding time. He'd have to take Demas down and get back points. So looking like
it's only the second period, isn't it, Coach?
Oh, yeah, second. Yeah, second period. Correct?
Yep.
Man, that's a long ways for a guy that wears two glasses every once in a while. Those dots, every year I go to these tournaments, you guys, those dots get smaller and smaller.
I hear you.
So Yes, thank you, Tim.
That's why we got to get those younger guys involved in this, right?
Yeah, just hand it off to Truman. Just to my left here, we get Truman involved. Yeah. Ooh,
6-4.
Big going out of bounds there for Cade Brock, looking like he's in the driver's seat against this Sandoval, who upset the #1 seed, Josh Alber, earlier in the tournament. So.
Well, Demas is keeping his legs back, keeping a tie. He's got a collar tie, but, blocking him with the elbow and really just trying to wrestle him upper body, which is where he's good at.
And he got the escape fast. In the perfect world, Parker should have, rode him out?
Well, maybe not. You're going to get a takedown anyways.
That's a good point.
Yeah, he's just letting him go so you have more time to get the takedown.
Right, yeah. He's going to have to stay busy.
He's in, not with his hands locked. Good hips by Demas. He needs to reshoot that right away when he comes up right now.
Yep.
Go.
Needs to go after it on the edge. Demas wrestling smart too, though. Staying busy on the edge because ref knows the circumstances. He's gonna be watching for a potential stall. So Brock's tough on top.
Oh, Parker's in. Another shot by Parker.
Yeah, he gets to the legs, but he just can't finish him. Good balance there by Demas. He's just hard to get off his balance. He's got a good stance.
That kid's got solid hips.
Yes,
he does. Yes, he does. Yeah, you're right, Tim. It just looks like he's definitely a table with two strong legs. You can't knock it over here. So 42 seconds, or how many seconds we got here?
Yes,
guys?
you're close.
38 seconds down there.
Parker might have to take a chance and just try to throw.
Yeah, he's going to have to pull the trigger often.
2 seconds and keep him in the center more.
He's got to pull the trigger often. Yeah, that wrestling on the edge.
It's an art.
I think it favors the guy with the lead.
That's right.
Stall warning, Oklahoma. Got a stall warning, but could be a little too late. So another shot by Parker. Good undercut there, or kind of a whizzer. Trying to throw Demas is Parker, but Demas is going to come out with the riding time, 8-4. Sooners get a finalist.
I think you're right there, Coach Carr. I mean, Demas came out at physically going forward the entire match.
Yeah. Again, he came out aggressive.
Yes.
And it was a difference.
Yep.
Yes.
It's almost actually, Parker needed to come out, with some fire right away, and it would have made the difference. This one, I think he tried to lull him to sleep, and Demas wasn't having it.
Yep.
And at the Cade Brock is victorious, by the way, there. So not sure. Well, they don't keep the scores up there too long. Thank you, guys. But at Hilton, it was the opposite. Ian Parker had the energy. He was attacking constantly. Because I remember Demas wore out. He got tired.
He did. Not this time.
The whole Sooner team seemed a little wore out that night. I remember that duel. But,
that's right.
But congratulations to Dom Demas for the Oklahoma Sooners.
Okay, so up on mat 3, Deegan's wrestling. Is that the #1 seed kid from Wyoming?
That's going to be Henry Polmeyer, Johnston Dragon.
No. Is it? Yeah, you're right.
Polmeyer.
You're right.
Yeah, he used to work out with my.
And Deegan just scored.
Deegan, Polmeyer was leading him in the duel with about 30 seconds to go, and Deegan pinned him. But he was actually trailing Polmeyer. So.
Oh, somebody's getting an injury there.
Yeah, big injury down here against. Let's see, that's going to be against Christian Olivas.
Yes, Olivas.
From Fresno State Bulldogs, and Coach Steiner's out there looking him over. It's like it's his knee. He's got one knee wrapped up pretty good. No,
it's his shoulder.
At the shoulder. Got a shoulder situation going on there. So
Dagan is getting some riding time. He's up 2-0.
Yeah.
Gets Polmeyer.
Yeah, Henry Polmeyer. Used to work out with my nephew, Spencer Ridgway.
Oh.
In 6th through 8th grade there at Johnston.
Oh, wow.
The Johnston Wrestling Club, who was started by none other than Lieutenant Colonel Hal Turner, by the way. So, but yeah.
Grant Turner's dad, right?
Yeah, Grant Turner's dad. Yep, you betcha.
And Jared really handled him that match, didn't he?
Actually, Polmeyer was leading and he got pinned at the end. So that at Hilton. I know Iowa State beat South Dakota State. I think
Yeah,
it was 47-0.
Yes.
But this was a good match, actually. Polmeyer's tough, but Deegan's got such a amazing body frame.
Yeah.
You know, to describe him, he's just long and lean, and
Yes,
he
he's
knows
long,
how to use
lean,
it.
and has a big tank.
Yeah, he does. Yeah, he doesn't wear out. You know, his one match he had today was 11-10. I saw.
Yes.
Wasn't
a great
that?
match.
Isn't that kid from like Montana or somewhere out that way? Where's Deegan from?
Yeah, I think he is from Montana.
Yes.
Yep, he's from out west.
So he was coached by
Big Sky
Dylan
Country.
Carew, Ricky
Okay.
Marino, those guys. Both of them are out there.
Wow. Polmeyer's
Yeah.
in on the single leg. Dagan's
Henry
Jared's trying
Polmeyer.
to stretch him out. Henry's trying to hold on.
Polmeyer went up to the South Dakota. I know Bono reached out to me when he was in the Des Moines Metro. He says, we're going after Henry. Him and Johnny Reeder, and they got him. And then they transferred as coaches, if you can call it that, or changed jobs. And now they're at the Badgers, but Henry's stayed back. And he won his state title, I believe, as a 10th grader,
Oh, wow.
and then took second. Or it was 11th grader, then took second. So,
Wow.
yeah, and I think he might be Johnston's first titleist, because Turner, I think Grant took third and second. He lost to Romeo Genesi in the finals. Grant did, in a real barn burner. So,
You know, really, I think Coach Dresser's got to be pretty happy with where Deegan's at sitting right
Yeah.
now. He's got 48 seconds of riding time.
Yeah.
He's ahead 2-1 at the end of the first period.
Yes.
And really, he's
Right,
kind of
Tim.
controlled the first period.
yes, he has. He's been in control, so we'll see how Polmeyer does. I know his dad and mom from the Johnston area up there around Des Moines, and I'm sure they're here. They're proud of their boy. Like all parents should be, right? So up on his feet is Deegan, though. Polmeyer trying to put a leg in. Trying to do that, what do you call it, front-back trip, you know,
Yes.
through the leg there.
Yeah, he had to let Jared go. He's just
Yeah.
wasn't comfortable there.
Yeah. Well, Deegan's so dangerous because of his length. He's got so much leverage.
Oh, nice shot by Polmeyer, though.
Polmeyer's in there. Henry is in on a shot. So, but yeah,
G. Felder's up 2-1.
Yeah. He's up 2-1. So yeah, he's looking good. 3-1 in favor of Deegan. Still down there against Polmeyer. So yeah, he worked out with my nephew enough that I threw a picture to my in-laws of Henry Polmeyer back there in Iowa. And Dave, my brother-in-law, said, tell Henry thanks. We've always been cheering for him. But my brother-in-law is a graduate at Iowa State, so
Call
he
that.
doesn't know who. What'd you see, Tim? What'd you see?
They've been sitting in this situation for
Yeah.
got to be
gotta be a stalemate.
50, 45 seconds.
Oh, my. Stell made him bring him up, right?
Yep. Yeah, get him going again.
Gaffeller gets the takedown there for Gaffeller of Oklahoma State. So
Polmeyer's making a nice shot, but Jared Dagan is doing what he does. Rolls through, looks like he's going to end up on top. There it is, 2.
big takedown for Dagan of
And
Iowa
Polmeyer
State.
was in deep, too.
It was a nice shot.
Yes, it was.
It's that leverage. It's that
Yeah.
length. I mean, that's if you know how to use it, that comes in handy. I think you know what I mean. It's
Yeah.
difficult.
He
Yeah, we
knows
better
how to
give a
use it.
shout out to the Big Game Wrestling Club where Deegan came from, that Dylan Carew.
Dylan
Oh,
Carew.
wow.
Oh, yeah.
Good.
Remember wrestled for Iowa?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Back.
his old man Jeff, we used to call him Nanu was his nickname.
Is that
Wow.
World's greatest athlete.
Is that right? World's greatest athlete. And if you didn't think
He was
it,
a terrible
told you.
athlete.
And if you didn't think it, he told you so.
Right, no, great family, great guys. They've done an unbelievable job with the youth in the sport of
Sweet.
wrestling for years.
Good job. Yeah.
Shout
Well,
out
they
to
sent
those
Iowa
guys.
State
Love to see that.
He sent Iowa State a real good 149-pounder.
Yeah, I think-
Henry Polmeyer is going to start on the bottom.
I think St. John and Carew were pretty tight, so
That probably had something to do with it.
right.
I got a feeling, yeah. They kind of drawed him in. Well, Dagan's won a lot of matches for Iowa State this year. He's the awesome freshman Missouri's kryptonite, that Brock Mahler.
Yes.
You know, the freshman that only lost twice this year
I know he's
as a
tough,
true
too.
freshman,
Yes.
and Dagan beat him both times, so he's kind of his kryptonite, you know.
No, I thought he beat Dagan first.
Well, no, it's 2-1. 2-1, yeah.
Count.
Big points there for, what do you see, Tim?
Well,
Big points for Iowa State.
I thought Deegan was going to get some back out of it, but he
Did he?
didn't. Nope, didn't.
Nothing.
He tried, though.
Yeah.
Wow.
Polmeyer did a good
7-2.
job.
Bridging out of that. But Tough match here for Henry Pohlmeyer. Deegan's really riding him tough. Got a lot of riding time. So Iowa State kind of first 2 matches, it kind of went 2 barbecue, but now they're trying to get a win because Wyoming had jumped into second, but Wyoming has jumped into third.
Right.
With their wins. So the Cowboys of Wyoming are trying to creep closer to Iowa State. Be important for the team race if Deegan can continue to become victorious over Henry Pohlmeyer. Big underhook there by Gefeller of Oklahoma State. So 6-2 is the score now in favor of Gefeller. Yep.
He might be the same height as Dayton Fix.
Yeah, he might be,
huh? Stocky.
Boy, he is. He's probably about the same height, yeah. 5'4", maybe.
Not that the 3 of us carry a lot of weight in that height category.
No, but I can say this about Nate. I'm not going to talk about Tim. I'll let him brag about himself. I can't brag because my record is too opposite of the facts. But Nate, I always said, describing my friend here, dynamite comes in small packages. So I said, if you grab a hold of Nate, you better be ready to rock and roll because you're going to find out what you grabbed a hold of.
So Deegan wins 8-2.
Great.
Yeah.
He's wrestling good.
Yes.
He's wrestling good. Yeah.
8-2 for Deegan of Iowa State. So Iowa State had 3 in a row. They went 1-2, and Deegan's your victorious wrestler there for Iowa State. Jarrett is, and he will be your finalist for the Cyclones. And Gefeller's still up down here 6-2, right?
Yep. Yes. 42 seconds left.
Yep. Against Christian Olivia from Fresno State Bulldogs. So Coach Steiner. So.
And Chase Straw.
Chase Straw coming up here.
To 57, yeah, from Iowa State. Against Jacob Wright from Fresno.
Okay. Boy, those wrestle-back matches are so important, aren't they, Coach, to get points? I mean, sometimes they're the difference makers.
No, there's no doubt.
I mean, in first, second. And then you get your bonus points, too.
That's
just
right.
because it's not the championship bracket, you still can collect bonus points
Coach
in those
Brand's
matches.
It's really fun to say, and if you don't get first best, get second best.
Yeah, that's right. I love it. That's so true, Nate. So true. Okay, Gefeller wins another Oklahoma State Cowboy
in the
finals today. So it might turn out, Tim Harms, as we've said over the years, Oklahoma State against the Big 12.
Yes,
might have
definitely.
our duel tonight, or tomorrow night, pardon me, at the finals, 7 o'clock. We've done that and had fun with that, haven't we, Tim, over the years? We keep track of, like a dual format. See,
last time we did that, I lost push-ups on that deal too.
Yeah, I think you did. I'm
trying
not to keep track. I'm trying not to keep track. So.
And for you guys that don't see, you can't see Tim, his triceps are good size.
Right. That's right. He's losing those bets. So, hey, Tim, you're just getting in better shape, my brother.
Right.
You're just getting in better shape.
Working on it.
All right, let's set the stage here for 157. Chase Straw against Jacob Wright of Fresno State. So you got Iowa State, Fresno State, and then Luke Weber from North Dakota State Bison against Justin Thomas, another OU Sooner.
And Justin Thomas is definitely one of the better guys at this weight. And I tell you what, Luke Weber is going upstairs with him.
Double underhook, right, Coach?
Yes, and he's wrestling him.
Yes, he is. So then in on a shot. Boy, that mat side wrestling smart, isn't it? You got to keep track of that stuff.
He's at the edge, kept moving.
And now with that fleeing the mat call that they have nowadays, you can't just step out and hope to start over. I mean, you got
to keep wrestling.
You got to be conscientious of where you're at.
Yes.
Pretend like it's in the middle, kind of. Instead on the edge.
Is the Oklahoma kid the #1 seed?
Yes.
Yes, he is. Justin Thomas.
He's definitely the best guy there just from the season.
Mm-hmm. Right. So. Luke Weber's your #5 and 2 and 3. So these kind of stayed true to form. The seedings did, as the semifinals would say here, with Wright against Straw and Weber against Thomas. And we have all goose eggs. It's a total 0-0-0-0. So
yes,
for now, but we know it won't end up that way. So not a collar tie in here.
Yeah, Luke Weber is really pushing the pace. Nice snap down.
And he's going to have to, I would think. That's smart wrestling, being the number 5 seed. I mean, you don't want to get up anything easy, and he may have there maybe.
Nice post-up shot.
By Thomas.
By Thomas.
Oh, from a single to a double, or just grab the ankle and got the takedown. 2-1. Nice reshot. They're escaped by Weber. So we went from no points
and
to 2-1.
Chase Straw's in on a shot against Jacob Wright. See if he could score here.
They're pretty deep. It's Chase Straw. So.
Oh, he's got to walk on his knees there. Jacobs, come on, walk on those knees. Nice. See that little knee pull? Very good. Nice. Chase should get this. Oh, roll through. He's going to get this one. That's 2.
2.
Nice. Did you see that, Tim? He put that knee slide. Oh, yeah. You want to keep your knee close under you. When the shoulder is over the knee, it's the strongest position. And so whenever you're out of that position, you want to quickly get back to that position. So simply, when you're in on a leg and you can't bring the leg to you, take your body to the leg. And pretty much that's what.
And he got the takedown just like that. And it's 2-0 right now in favor of Chase Straw because we're starting second period. So Straw starts on the bottom. And Jay's going to hop in. Good. Hey, great to have Jay Carl Guyman's going to join us here in just a second. He'll give us some updates, and we're going to have fun here tonight. My name's Steve Foster. I'm with Nate Carr, 3-time national champ, Olympic medalist. Jay, thanks for joining us tonight.
Oh, you bet. It's an honor to be here with Nate Carr. I got to tell you, I saw
Jay?
him wrestle all through college.
It's just coining him as a dynamite comes in small packages.
Yeah, 2 weeks from now, Nate, it'll be my 48th NCAA tournament.
Wow, Jay.
It's been awesome seeing guys like you wrestle and so many great ones.
Thank you.
That's awesome, Jay.
The first year I saw the NCAA tournament was Yojiro Utaki's senior year.
Oh, my goodness.
1966.
Oh, he was slick, wasn't he?
In the Coliseum at Ames. The Armory or whatever.
Yeah, the Armory.
Yeah.
Yeah,
before
How
Hilton
about that?
was built.
Hilton was being built, so it wasn't built yet. Yeah, that was up in the Armory,
awesome.
northwest part of the campus up there.
Wow.
He was awesome. There's so many great ones like this, to see all the way through him.
Yeah.
Him and guys like Gable and John Smith and you and Cale Sanderson and on and on and on,
Been some great ones, And
it's been amazing.
And his big opponent was an Oklahoma State Cowboy.
Kenny
Some of the greatest matches ever.
I was hanging out with Mr. Monday. I see him over there in the stands. I was
if I
visiting
remember
with
right,
him.
didn't Kenny pin you in the Big
Yes,
Eight
he did.
in Ames? I
Yes.
remember that.
Yes.
Yeah, and then you won the national.
Beat him in the
That's
national.
right. 2 years in a row.
Yeah.
2 years in a
Except
row.
he didn't pin me twice.
I bet you were mad about that.
That's an understatement.
Oh,
and I let him know it on the way out. We had some good verbal competition as well.
2 of your 3 titles.
Yes.
Well, you guys were great to watch.
They were amazing. You think of some of those epic battles, and the Nate Carr, Kenny Mondays are right up there.
There's so many of them
some great
that were
ones.
like that.
Yep,
And,
they were great.
You see guys go back and forth, and whoever wins in a duel in December doesn't necessarily win in March.
Isn't that the truth? Well, we've seen it reversed.
That all the time.
We've seen it many times.
Yeah. What makes a good season is what you can take away from that season, and then pretty much start all over at the end. And take, have some great adjustments. It makes all the difference.
This weekend, everybody's 0-0.
Starting
this weekend.
That's right.
I've seen 2 finals matches in the Big 12 where the guy who won the Big 12 lost to the same guy in the NCAA finals by major decision.
Wow. Just like that.
Scott Barker was one from Missouri.
Scott Barker with Rochalt.
Major
Scott Barker
in the Big 12
that.
and then lost by major.
That was in Kansas
NCAA
City,
finals.
I think.
Yeah.
I remember that.
It's just crazy.
Yep, I remember that.
The number 1 seed, Justin Thomas at 57.
Wow.
Has Luke Weber in a headlock.
Big points, right, Coach Nate?
Yeah, Chase Straw's up 3-0 over Jacob Wright.
So Straw's leading down there. Iowa State's leading, and OU Cowboys up. He is the number 1 seed, Justin Thomas is, as we mentioned earlier on. So we haven't really mentioned much about Leroy Smith, but do you want to?
Leroy Smith, Big Leroy, the father of the 4 Smith brothers,
John
and the 6
Patton.
daughters. He's probably next 24 hours he'll probably be gone. He had a massive stroke a couple of days ago, and it's just
I didn't know
could
that.
be any time.
Yeah,
and
I was telling Jay earlier today we dedicated that part of the show to Willie Miklas and Gary and Luann, his mom. in the passing of Willie's dad, and now we just want to say our thoughts and prayers go out to the Smith family with Leroy, with John's dad, and they're looking good again
Chris
here.
Perry's grandfather, Joe Smith's grandfather, that are here.
Yeah,
all the other, they've got a ton
and then
of
all the other
grandkids.
Smiths. Yeah, right. Yeah.
I mean, John has 5 kids himself.
Yeah. So our thoughts and prayers go out to Leroy. I got to meet Leroy Jr. And because AL told me actually he's junior. He's not. There was another Leroy actually. He's not Leroy Senior.
Wow.
So, but I got to meet him often. He's wearing that big black cowboy hat.
Oh, yeah.
It's fun to talk to him. He's a big wrestling fan.
His wife, Madeline, is still working as an OBGYN nurse at
AL was
80
saying
years
that.
old. She still
AL Hayslip was saying that earlier today.
In fact, she helped deliver the twins of Ron Good, the editor of Amateur Wrestling
Yes,
News, about 18 years ago.
Is that a fact?
She was retirement age then.
Yeah,
More
sure.
power to her,
Those
man.
Smiths are hard workers, huh?
loves it.
Well, our thoughts and prayers
Now-
go out to the family in this tough time.
I guess a lot of the wrestling community nationally doesn't know this, but I'm sure if they did, they'd be happy to know that it's good for them that Leroy and Madeline only had 4 boys out of the 10 kids, not 10, because they'd had a lot of other wrestling out there if they
4 out of
had.
10.
Wow.
Those are great things to know. Well, they've been a real mainstay in this sport we love
Yes.
for so long, Smith family. So
A lot of
our
family
thoughts and prayers
tradition
go out to
there.
them. Yeah,
Well,
tough
it
times
runs
for them.
deep
So.
in so many families in wrestling.
Yeah,
Of
it
course,
does.
Yours
The
is
cars,
one of
oh
the
man,
tops out there.
a lot of
and
them. Yep.
You go along with all the brothers who've been
Yes.
NCAA champions, like the
Olympics.
Steiners, the Brands, the Smiths,
Yeah.
the Cars. I mean, just
Yep. There's
so
some
many
names
of
are just synonymous for a certain
I remember
sport.
seeing Jimmy wrestle back when he wrestled.
Jimmy
Yeah,
Cobb.
so you watch Jimmy?
Sure. Oh,
Kentucky,
yeah.
right?
Yes.
Jimmy.
Yes.
Yeah.
I saw Jimmy and Fletcher.
Yeah.
Fletcher wrestled in Tampa, didn't
That's
he?
right.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow.
He was tough.
That's awesome.
I think he lost to Strobel at the Nationals. I think
I
he hit
wouldn't
heads.
doubt
It
it.
was close.
Yeah.
And Strobel ended up winning the
Oh,
championship.
yeah. Well,
I think Fletcher was winning and he hit heads.
Strobel had one of the biggest, wildest comeback finals wins ever. It was the first one I covered for the Daily Oklahoman in 1973. And there was a guy named Johnny Johnson. From
Yeah, I know
Northern
Johnny
Illinois.
Johnson.
Oh,
He
yeah,
had
I know
great
Johnny.
play, and he
Ooh.
threw everybody all over the arena.
Yeah.
And he threw Strobel early for 5, and Strobel finally came back and beat him. Just kept coming back, finally beat him by 1. He was this close to being pinned for about 30
Wow.
seconds.
Johnny Johnson, the older brother of Zeke? Or no.
Johnson, not
Yeah,
Jones.
Johnny Johnson, yes.
And
Yeah,
that,
Jones
that,
is
that
there,
guy
Johnny
could
Jones.
throw you, man. I mean, he threw
Oh, yeah,
everything.
Johnny Jones. Yes. Oh, yes, he could. So Chase Straw wins, is that correct?
Yes,
and
that's
then
a good one.
Thompson,
Wins. Good.
Justin Thompson is another finalist for the Oklahoma Sooners. Justin Thomas. So got OU and ISU in the finals on that one.
Trying to
Might
keep
be the
an
first
eye-
one
trying
so
to keep an eye
far.
on Oklahoma because the conference and the state of Oklahoma needs OU to get back to
Yes.
where it was.
Yes.
They really, really need it.
Yep.
And I'm hoping Lou can he's had some pretty good recruiting. So
Right.
I'm hoping the next year or two we really need to see an improvement because they weren't very good at all this year. I mean,
Yeah.
they just weren't.
Yeah,
I
they're
thought they
dual
might
team.
be a little better, but
They had a tough dual season. I remember when they came to Ames, Iowa State really spanked them
yeah.
pretty good.
And
there.
Iowa State
up at
was one
Hilton.
that did step it up.
They're the opposite.
They're making the
Yeah.
improvement.
That's right.
Kevin
Yes.
and his staff done a really good
Amazing.
job.
They started ranked 52nd, I think, in the nation. Got as high as 11th. So I think they're around 12 to 15 now. But
Yeah.
so they've really done. They're going the right way. So.
Going the right
Yeah.
direction. They have a young team. Both those teams
Yes.
have
Yeah.
young teams. So
I think it showed their mental toughness too, Nate, and Jay can chime in too. But when they went over to Iowa City and lost 19-18,
Ooh, that was
it's
a
some
great
controversial matches.
Right,
I mean,
the
Miklas
official
may have had
definitely-
some back
Oh,
points.
yeah.
Yeah.
So that right then, I got my interest. I said, hey, I think Iowa State's coming
real
back
deal.
here.
Well,
So, and it was in the
a lot of fans, especially in Iowa, might appreciate this. Maybe they don't. I don't know. But, the Brands brothers have always been great. They've always been pretty feisty.
yes.
And
That's an understatement.
I visited with Tom the last couple of years at the NCAA tournament and dual matches, and I visited with him again at the in Stillwater before the Iowa duel with Oklahoma State.
just,
and
that just took place.
He seems to me that with age he's mellowed a bit.
Yes, yes.
And
I
he's
think
very
so too.
friendly, very
Yes.
open. Used to, it's hard to get a word out. He's afraid
yeah.
he might say something that you could tell somebody and use against him.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. He's loosened up a little
That
bit.
was well put, Jay.
I mean, you know, but he was just relaxed and open.
Yeah,
and
he does our mantra.
really good visiting with him again.
He does our lead-in and our takedown radio show every Saturday. We have him as a soundbite, and it's just a good soundbite. So they've been fun to watch out of Sheldon, Iowa. Way up there in northwest Iowa.
Yep.
So, yeah.
Well, those guys are they've been great for the sport. They were great wrestlers.
Oh, yeah.
Just it's always good to see those ones who continue and become outstanding coaches.
Yep.
That's right.
And continue to develop the sport.
Take it to the another level on the coaching part as far as that goes. So
and
we
I'm
got
curious to watch Wisconsin the next couple of years.
Yeah, I think Reeder and
Sonny
Bono
Bono and
Yep,
and
Mr.
John
Bono.
Reeder up there, and they
Yep.
did such
They'll
a
make
good
some
job at
noise.
South Dakota State.
They sure did.
They really brought that program up.
Yep, they sure did. So that'll be fun to
And
watch.
the national champion, I'm sure, is thinking about going there.
Yeah, that's what I
Sounded
heard.
like it.
That's what I heard.
Sounded like it could happen here.
He's tied pretty tightly with those two coaches.
Yes, he is. Yep, they recruited him and got him in there and up to Brookings, South Dakota. So we got Branson Ashworth from Wyoming, who's looked real tough. I got to
Yes.
watch him wrestle early today. Man, he's got strong legs. He's got just good, just powerful. He's just a very strong kid. He's your number 1 seed against Andrew Fogarty of North Dakota Bison. And then down here we got Bryce Steyert from UNI against
Demetrius Romero.
Demetrius Romero. So one of the Panthers out there, and they were, last I saw, their 5th place up here in 38 points. Oklahoma State's in first, 95.5. Iowa State 64, Wyoming 42.5. And said that top 5 is a good team race. It's going to be fun. And the Bison isn't far behind. They have 36 to jump in the top 5 maybe. What do you see there, Jay? What sticks out to you?
Well, right now it's so hard to tell because there's so much left because these matches are worth so many points.
Yes,
you know,
it can change a lot.
A team can suddenly run off 3
That's
semifinal victories in a row, and they'll score about 18 or 20 points just like that.
That's right. Good
You know,
point, Jesse.
These are important.
6 points plus bonus in this
on
round.
these.
Yeah. So.
Yep.
And it's definitely for sure Oklahoma State will run some more points off.
Yeah. I don't anticipate that going into tomorrow it might already be mathematically clinched. I don't anticipate there'll be any shot for anybody. Team is just too strong, even though. You sit there and they've got a 2-time All-American Chandler Rogers sitting at home.
Yeah.
They've got All-American Boo Llewellyn at home, and Geffeller's the number 1 seed as the backup.
Yes.
And then they've got Andrew Shomers, who transferred in.
Yes.
He's going to be the 57-pounder because they all had to move up weights. He couldn't get back down in time. He would win this weight probably at 157.
Yeah.
He's not here.
Yeah.
So they've got all those guys missing, and yet.
And
So
yet
he'll
they
be in
still do
next
what
year.
they do.
Oh, no, he's a senior.
Oh, he's a senior?
He's transferred
Oh,
from
I forgot
Edinburgh.
Edinburgh.
I think he transferred from Edinburgh.
Is that right?
Ah.
Fighting
It's
Scott.
a shame. When they got guys hurt early in the year, they moved everybody up, and it waited too long.
Well, we got some good action going down here, too.
Oh, there's a pin.
Big pin for who? OU, I think.
That
the
Davion
Sooners?
Jeffries, maybe?
Yeah. Big pin there for OU.
Yep, Davion Jeffries at 149.
I think he's the one that had a good match with Deegan earlier today, maybe.
Yes.
It was
Well,
11 to 10.
He beat Dagan early, and then Dagan.
Won today. They had 21 points scored, I think, in that match down
great
there, mat
match.
number 2. I was watching that. That was a real knockdown drag out. So
We've had some discussions, and it pertains to this tournament now that we have a 2-day tournament, which we never did for a long time.
Yes, with the 5 teams.
The 2-day weigh-ins and the 3-day weigh-ins at Nationals, boy, you learn pretty quickly on the 2nd and 3rd days who handled their weight properly.
Yeah.
I've seen so many guys at Nationals in the quarterfinals come out and just not have much because they bounced too much weight.
Yes.
Strength
Thursday.
factor. It's a strength factor, really.
It really
Yeah,
is.
you definitely want to do that right, Jay. And back in my day, of course, we were cutting a lot of weight. I know my senior year, I think I lost 13 and a half in an hour and a half. And I quickly learned how to have short-term goals. Kenny Monday was 6.5 over. I was 13 and a half. And my goal, Jay, was to lose my 13 and a half before he lost his 6.5. And I did it.
Got you.
Oh, Nate Carr.
Well, several years ago when Gene Mills was coaching Syracuse,
okay, yes.
he came into Stillwater for a duel. I went over there for it, and I was talking with him, and he was always known to bounce his weight huge
That's
for a
right.
118-pounder.
Yes,
He
that's
did.
true.
I remember that.
And I said, hey, I've heard this story that before the conference tournament your senior year, that 48 hours before the tournament, you were 20 over. I said, is that true? And he said, no. He said, I was 22 over, actually. He weighed 40 48 hours before weigh-in.
And I could hear him going, yeah, he was 22.
Yeah, that's Gene Mills.
And, of
yes,
course,
exactly.
he'd somehow do it and then pin everybody.
Yeah,
no,
he's a
tough.
pinning machine.
Yes.
Boy, he's a pinning machine.
Him and Wade Chalice.
Well,
Yeah, between
it's
him
just-
and Wade Chalice,
Just
a
a
lot,
lot
of
of
pins.
times you'll see on Friday in the quarterfinals at Nationals, if guys didn't
That's a good
handle their
point.
weight properly, they're flat. They just
Yeah.
don't have a lot of zip.
Yep.
And so you really have to watch it now here. Same thing tomorrow.
Yes.
Now the finalists won't have a problem because they'll weigh in the
And,
morning.
and maybe talking about weight, what do you think about Joe Smith, first time down,
Well,
wrestling the guy from Utah Valley? You think that was a little
he
bit?
obviously gassed. There's no question about that. Now,
Third
here's
period.
the weird thing. Early in the week,
Yeah.
when he and Chandler Rogers ranked,
Yeah.
Joe Smith beat him twice, flat weight, 2 7-minute matches.
And then
3-2 and
3-2
7-4.
7-4. Yeah.
And Rogers never scored an offensive point. So that's part of that, though, is those guys have seen each other for 5 or 6 years because they wrestled at Stillwater High School
Sure.
and then now here. And, you know, Rogers is a guy, if you've never wrestled him before, he can throw you in the nickel
Oh,
seat.
yeah. He's a pinner.
But Joe Smith obviously knows everything, and he just stayed sound and did it. But I'm just surprised he was able to go 2 strong 7-minute matches.
Yes.
And today, he was done. He was up 7-2.
yeah.
Got outscored.
That third period.
Got
was-
outscored. What was it? 10-1 after that.
Now, Jay, I didn't watch the whole match at the beginning, but toward the end, the guy from Utah Valley did an excellent shot to
Yeah.
go ahead. I mean, it was
That was his
skill.
4th or 5th shot, and he almost scored about. And when he did get one, he escaped to make it 7-3. Escaped to start the third 7-4. Got a takedown 7-6, and he was constantly shooting. And you could tell Smith was not moving well. And then, he got the takedown to go ahead. 8-7, I guess. Smith escaped, and then he took him down, put him on his back. So
And I
he
could
just
see-
kept coming.
And Joe Smith is good enough
Oh,
to
yeah.
upset some people at the Nationals.
yeah,
I
yeah.
really don't care. I mean, evidently he's going to go to the national tournament.
Well,
I
he's
mean,
got to win
that
3
good.
straight matches to go.
Well, he can do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I have that much confidence
he
and
should.
faith in him that he is that tough. But once he gets to
Technically,
Nationals,
yeah, you
I
gotta be
think
ready.
those top guys don't want to wrestle him. I'm
Yeah.
talking
Yeah.
every one of them at 165,
Sure.
from Vincenzo to White to all the way down.
Yeah, he gave Vincenzo Joseph a good match in the dual match. He ended up losing 5-1, but he was in on a lot of shots. And desperation shot at the end gave the takedown away, which is really more like a 3-1 match.
Right.
So he's capable.
He's in there,
He's
yes.
a 2-time All-American,
Yes.
so
He's going to be, I think he's going to do well at 65.
but he better control his weight right. I mean,
Sure.
that's the key.
Oh, yeah. That
If
will.
you don't-
It'll affect his strength factor.
If you don't,
Proved it today.
yeah, by Friday, even if you get by Thursday, by Friday, if you bounce it too much Thursday night, and you have nothing Friday morning, you're done.
It's going to make it
That's
tough.
yeah.
true.
By the way, Jay and Nate Carr and J. Carl Guyman, while we were having some fun reminiscing and covering lots of topics there, Andrew Fogarty upset Brandon Ashworth from Wyoming. So
Yes.
the number 5 seed, won 3-1, and then Demetrius Romero won his matches as well over Bryce Steyert from UNI Panthers. So
I like Romero's chances the way he looked today because he goes hard for 7 minutes.
yeah, so you're going to have the number 5 and number 2 seed there
2 and
tomorrow
5,
night at
yep.
7 o'clock for the finals.
That's going to be great.
Yeah.
And these guys, at 57, I have to look back and see who won those 2 matches. Thomas
Iowa
won.
State and Thomas.
Thomas
Chase
and Straw.
Straw.
Winner goes to Nationals, loser might not go.
Yeah.
We only have
Yes.
one allocation for the
Yes.
Big 12.
Yes.
Now, that one of them could get in that large, but
Right,
Yes.
and that might
the
happen.
champion is the only one that can be assured of going. So
And I don't know who won in the duel, do you remember? I know
No, I
OU
don't.
looked flat that night. I mean,
Jacoby Smith just got a takedown.
I know they looked real flat. Iowa State really dominated them up at Hilton, but
They did.
we'd have to do a little research on that. But big takedown you say there for Jacoby Smith
Yes.
and
Yes.
Oklahoma State.
by the way, I noticed he's wearing a white singlet. I think one of their guys was wearing a dark one a while ago. I'm
Yeah.
not sure,
Yes.
but in the emphasis for the coaches at the coaches meeting and all the sheets. Very clear that every session, every wrestler on the team has to wear the same uniform. I've seen at least 3 different teams in the first session that had different color uniforms on.
So they didn't get the text.
The coaches were there. The coaches were all sitting there. They had it in their hands right in front of them, black and white.
They weren't paying attention, Jay.
It's supposed to be loss of mat control, 1 team point deducted.
Is that right?
Yep.
Yeah, Jay knows the rules, Nate Carr.
Jay, do you think some of the coaches are going to complain about that?
Well,
if they do, they have no gripe. They have no gripe if they do, because they were told it was in black and white. If they get penalized a team point, it's their own fault.
Well, then, Jay,
they might not like the rule and get it changed.
Right. I think maybe John Smith's response was it's not going to make that much difference.
Yeah. Do you think they'll take second place
for second and third, or third and fourth? Or
yes, that's true too.
Yeah.
Yes, it could.
Oklahoma State is.
Oklahoma State's still in the driver's seat there with 94.5, ISU 64.
Jacoby Smith's having a good year.
Yeah, he is. And he had to stay up at 84 a lot because of their injuries. That's what kind of messed them up.
Yep.
Because Weigel was hurt, and just about the time they were pulling them all back down, they bumped everybody up. Then Rogers got hurt, and then they were, it was just.
And while you say that, just as you say that, Nate, Jacoby Smith gets another takedown against Hastings of Wyoming. So it's 4-1 now in favor of the Oklahoma State Cowboys. Actually, we can't say the Cowboys leading, because in this case, they're both the Cowboys.
Yeah.
You got the Wyoming Cowboys and the Oklahoma State Cowboys.
Oh, we talked about this being a 2-day tournament now, because now we have 12 teams since we added Fresno State, Northern Iowa.
Right, yeah.
Wrestling's the only sport in the Big 12 conference that actually has 12 teams.
Do you love it?
Only sport.
That's fantastic.
All the rest of them have 10 or less.
Yep. Spread it around.
So at least
and the Big Ten has
the title. Yeah.
The Big Ten has 12 or 13.
Oh, 14 or 15.
14,
now.
with the
with Rutgers and Maryland
coming in.
That they added. They already had 11.
Yeah, then the Terps
Rutgers,
came in.
Maryland,
the Black Knights.
13, I'm missing one.
Rutgers Black Knights. Yeah.
Jacoby's
got Hastings on his back there. So Oklahoma State Cowboy has the Wyoming Cowboy in trouble. Big move, just trying to put the squeeze right there, Nate. Just try to settle in.
Yeah, Jacoby's senior year, wrestled good at 84, coming down.
Yep.
Wrestling good at 74.
He's a 74-pounder.
Yes, for sure.
He's small for 84.
Yeah.
I actually think, haven't asked anybody, he might even be able to make 65 if he had to, but 74 is a really good weight for him.
Just nice and comfortable for him, and then he probably doesn't have to cut much weight. And that's where you want to be, I think, really, as an athlete, to keep your strength. He leads now, by the way, 11-2 over Hastings of
Every time I
Hayden
see Barry
Hastings.
Davis at a tournament, I always ask him if he's been to Donut Land lately.
Yeah, isn't that a good story?
Year, Gable had to pull him out of Donut Land.
That's funny, Jay.
Make him make weight.
Dan Gable caught him or found him, didn't he? Or
had him running on the plane.
Anytime I would go up there for the Big Ten or the Nationals or a duel, I'd drive by that place, and I thought, I'm going to go in and have a donut.
In memory of Barry Davis. In honor of Barry Davis. That's great.
That's a good one. That's pretty good.
Love it.
Yeah. Oh, it's funny. There's so many of those wrestling stories about people doing stuff to make weight. And,
Nate was just sharing about his own personal experience. That's amazing to me. Wow.
13 and a half. He was getting in there in Gene Mills territory.
Yeah.
One year, Iowa was wrestling a duel at Stillwater, and when I drove in from the north side of town, as I'm driving in, and weigh-ins are only maybe an hour and a half away. It was back when we were doing 5-hour weigh-ins.
Right, yeah.
I'm driving in, and I'm about 3 miles north of the arena, and Ray Brenzer is running the other way, going north away from the arena. He's 3 miles away.
Yeah.
Probably I hope he has somebody coming to pick him up. He's going to have, if he goes very much farther, he's going to have a hard time getting back.
Probably running with weightlifting shoes on.
But
or something,
but you know, Ray, his weight might have been fine. I'll just go for a run.
Yeah.
You know, who knows with Ray?
Free thinker.
Yeah.
Free thinker.
He was
you dream
outside
of
the
matches.
box.
Yes.
You know, my dream match would be Ben Askren and Ray Brenzer.
Yeah.
If you could bring them back in their prime,
that
would be the breaking down of ordinary reality.
Yes.
I mean, that would be. Ooh. You talk about
it would be interesting.
They would be fun. We once asked Ben how he got his scramble moves. He said intense random daydreaming. That's his answer. He said, but it's intense, Steve. It's intense random daydreaming. So
Well,
Jacoby Smith still up in a commanding way here.
He's
10
moving
point,
good.
13 to 3.
Jacoby Smith is wrestling better than ever. Nice little reach, sweep single there.
It's
He's just wrestling good. He's wrestling.
he's got a good single, a good blast double, and he can lock you up and throw you, too.
Yes, yes.
Inside trip or whatever.
And I think Taylor Lujan's leading up there 3-0,
yeah.
I believe.
Yeah,
there
Lujan-
against Kimball
Lujan's tough, man.
Bastion.
Yeah, he goes, doesn't he? He don't.
That'll be a good finals match. If
Yes.
they
Yeah.
wrestle. That'll be really good.
Lujan's good. He's tough.
It's going to be exciting.
I remember he had a big pin, I think, in the Iowa State duo up at the West Gym. I was up there at West Gym watching
That's
that.
right.
He's
In the
dangerous.
third period.
Yeah.
Reversal straight to a cradle.
Got the pin. And it got loud.
Yeah.
And I remember my ears were ringing.
Well, I'm thinking,
So
did he beat Rogers in the finals last year here? I'd have to look. I think that's right.
Could have
really
been.
good match.
could have been.
Lujan,
Chandler? Well,
Yeah,
Chandler
yeah,
earlier
he-
on takedown said he was returning Big 12
it
champ.
was a high score, like 9-8, 8-7.
I think
and-
Rogers won because he did say on our
Yeah, he
show
was-
earlier
yes,
today,
he
he
was
said he was
champion last
returning.
year.
Okay,
Big
that's
12
right.
champ,
And I may be thinking about year before last even.
Right. But I'm sure it was a good match. Sounds like that entertainment. But we like the ones that have those entertainment
Oh,
values.
yeah.
That's why Nate's always been one of my favorite. He was a scoring machine.
Absolutely.
You've heard me say it, Jay, maybe not,
Look
but
at
we
you,
always
Cole.
said Nate's the fastest car I ever saw. We used to coin that. Big win there for Oklahoma State, Jacoby Smith.
Yeah, he looks good.
So, yes, he does. He looks
Well,
real
you
good.
see every year at nationals, there'll be at least one or two or three guys who are seniors who've been good wrestlers their whole career. Never in the finals, but, they place a couple of times, 7th, 8th, and all of a sudden it hits them early in March. Wait a minute, this is it.
That's right.
And
Yeah.
they just turn it on and go crazy.
Yeah.
And they'll win it, or they'll
Yes.
get in the finals,
Yeah.
and they're seated 11th or whatever, and they finish first,
amazing.
second, or
Smart
third.
Speaking of
Branch.
that, Jay, what about Cade Brock? He looks good.
Yeah, and he's struggled the last
This year,
2
that's
years.
right, that's
he
right.
struggled finishing matches. And last year, they thought he would be up 10-3 after a period and a half and ended up winning 12-8,
Yeah.
And they thought maybe the weight cut or something, but he's not big at 33. But he's had the same issue at 41.
Right.
So I don't know I'm not sure what it is.
What the
but
weight issue is.
Against Iowa, he wrestled well for.
Yeah,
for
he just
about
had
7
nice
minutes.
commanding win. Nate and I just called his match a minute ago, remember, a little bit ago. Nate, and he had a nice win there to put him into the finals.
Yeah, and it was that.
So-
He looks good.
Who did
Oh,
he beat?
let's
I
see.
can't remember. It was
Yeah.
somebody I think he's had trouble with before.
Right, yeah, we talked
My memory
about
fails
here.
me. It's pitiful.
Cade Brock was against
Finley. No, it's not. Oh, he'll wrestle Demas from OU. Demas beat
Yeah.
him in the duel.
Tom
in
Demas.
December. That'll be
Is
a
that
good
right?
one-point
Okay, yeah.
match. That'll be a good one.
Yeah. Yeah, he beat Sandoval, the kid
That beat
who beat
Albert
Albert, the
and,
number one
yeah.
seed. Yeah, Josh Albert for Northern Iowa. Chris
Sandoval beat
Sandoval.
number 1 and number 6 both.
Wow.
Is to
that
get
way.
into that semifinal match. Wow. But Cade was solid. He looked
Yes,
solid,
he
didn't he,
did.
in that
Yes.
match, Nate? I know.
Yes, yeah, very, just high IQ, wrestling
Mm-hmm.
IQ, good in all the positions.
Yeah.
So he just needs to show up. He has everything.
Oh, yeah. Well, assuming they both win.
Yeah.
Well, they already have wrestled.
Yes.
I assume Gomez won, didn't he, at 24?
No. He got beat.
Oh, that's
Yep.
right. Montori Bridges beat him, didn't
He beat him,
I
yep,
was looking
from
forward to
Wyoming.
him and Fix wrestling again.
Yeah, I was too, because
Because
last time it was
tight
fireworks.
Match, Fix won.
And Gomez did a nice takedown on him.
Yeah, Fix won
One
on
point.
riding time.
Yes.
And it was a very tight match.
Yep, so team score OSU ready, 102.5 points, you guys. Wow. Iowa State second, 64 points. OU climbing up
Yeah,
to
moving
third.
up. See,
The
that's
Sooners,
good.
44.5.
Either
Tied
last-
with Wyoming, actually.
Yeah, either
technically,
last year
so.
or year before last.
Okay.
Iowa State and OU. I want to say it was South Dakota State had more finalists in the tournament than OU and Iowa State combined. And
Isn't
I
that
said,
amazing?
There's
The
something not right
Jackrabbits.
about that.
Yeah, the
Those two
Jackrabbits
are
coming on
proud
strong.
programs and should not be down finishing 67th in the NCAA tournament or
Yep.
whatever.
Showed what Bono and Reeder were doing in Brookings,
Yes.
South Dakota, I
Yes.
think. You know what I mean?
They were bringing them up, and those other two
Yep.
programs were down. So like I said, we got Iowa State on the upswing. We got to get Oklahoma coming back.
Yes.
West Virginia's been down the last couple of years.
Yep.
Got to
They
get them
have
going
been.
again.
Yep,
And,
they're in ninth
they'll
place
come
right
up,
now.
yeah.
West Virginia with 16 points. So
So they're struggling right now, but we just got to see if we can get them on the upswing.
You and I, how many team points for this one? You say 6 plus your bonus if you
Yeah,
get them, Jay?
let's see, 12, 10,
So
9, 7.
Jay's
6,
a master
4.
math.
They've been given 6, so yeah, they get 6 plus advancement. That'd be 7.
It's going to be, this is
Plus
the
bonus.
this is the match that's lasting forever down here with a
Yes,
lot of blood
but
time. But
interest.
if Lujan can win that one, it's going to help
Well,
you
he's
and
still
I
up
because they
3-0.
fall into 6th place right now.
We have to get him. We have to
So.
get him to call him Lujan, don't we?
Lujan. Yeah.
Lujan's his name. Yeah.
Lujan, yeah.
Yeah, he's
Lujan.
from Georgia, actually. Yes.
Lujan. Yeah, if Lujan can win this match, it'd be big points and help you and I get back up there on the other board up there. So
Yeah.
they kind of split them in half here. You got 1 through 5 and 6 through 10 on the other
Taylor
side. So.
Lujan, he basically he's always moving. Hands, feet, always moving, trying to get a guy off balance, good hit, snaps, always going forward.
Had that big pin, like
Every
I
time
say,
I've
in
seen
that
him
duo
wrestle,
Lujan.
he's looked good.
Yeah.
Last year, this year, whatever, he's always looked good.
Yes.
3-1. Lujan does give up the escape, so let's see, minute and 8 seconds to go
Yes,
down there.
yes.
No riding time.
Yeah.
It's having
Be
a
a
tight
factor.
match, though.
Yes.
I kind of like the way. What do you think, Jay? You've been to more tournaments than I could dream of going to, but been to a few in my day. But what do you? I like it when they kind of hold the next round back until the other one's completed. What do you,
Yeah,
or,
I like that.
I mean-
Okay, in the semis, it's fine.
Yeah.
Since there's
Consolation.
you don't have to, since they don't have to wrestle again tonight.
Yeah, there you
The
go.
semifinal losers don't.
Yes.
But still, I like it together.
Yeah, and then it kind of helps you keep track and helps me with play-by-play. That's for sure. Otherwise, we start getting into. We got 65 on one and 84 clear up on the other one. I got to keep turning my sheets of paper. How lazy can I get, right?
Yeah. Well, it's at the Nationals when they do it in the quarters. You know, it makes it good. You got those 4 weight classes,
Yes.
4 matches all going, and
Yeah.
they hold them. It makes that round last closer to 3 hours, but that's okay because
Kids deserve it. They deserve the
they got
recognition and
consolations
attention.
going on the end mats.
Yeah.
and It's
Brings the attention where it,
it
should
really
be.
puts the
Lujan
focus
wins.
on them.
Lujan is
So
victorious
it's 3-1.
3-1, correct?
Tight match.
Yeah. Was. For somebody, it's dangerous because we've seen Lujan pin some people this year. So
Well,
big win there for you and I.
Bastion, of course, that's the number 2 seed he was wrestling.
Yeah.
So
Right.
So it's technically an upset by seed.
Yeah. On paper. Yep.
Although I wouldn't have thought it because
Right.
Taylor's been really tough.
Yes, he has been.
Well, 2 good all the matches are good here.
Yeah.
At 84, right?
Yeah. Go to Gear.
Yeah.
Gear and Foster, and then up here we got Samuelson
Oh, look
and
at Foster.
Colbert.
Nice shot.
Good shot. Good shot.
Wow.
See if Foster.
Foster's tough too.
He is.
He could win this.
We do
Yes.
have something in
Colbray's
common.
tough. You know?
Yeah,
We do have
Colbray's
something
tough
in
as well.
common besides just our last name. We've both been foster children since the day we were born.
That's right.
So, with the last name Foster. So, I was a foster child the day I was born. So, thank God for that. I'm still grateful. So,
Yeah, Foster is on Gear right away.
yes, he is. He's had some leg issues. His biggest problem this year's been he's had some injuries that have kind of sidelined him for a while.
Well, Foster
actually,
just
so.
made a weird move at the edge, and it looks like
Gear.
Gear could get around him.
Yeah, it does, really.
And he does.
Reverse, yeah.
Big reversal there for Dakota Gear.
You know, if I remember right, I only saw part of that match in the quarters, but he did the same thing. He got taken down and then reversed the guy.
Yeah,
And he's hurt.
Yeah.
yeah,
Looks like
he's.
his ribs hurt.
Yeah.
Randy Pugh mentioned earlier today when I brought up Drew Foster. He said his biggest issues this year. He said a lot of injuries.
Yeah.
He's been pretty banged up all season. So
Well, you know, the whole key, and Nate will verify this, once you get about a month into the season,
yes,
nobody's 100%.
yes,
Everybody's got some little
Some type
ding of some
yeah,
kind.
that's
you know,
right.
Nobody's, and the
Yeah.
key is can you wrestle through
That's
that
right.
stuff.
Yeah.
you got to.
If there's not bones sticking out of the skin,
Yeah,
you got to find a way to wrestle
That's
through it.
right.
Yep. Colbury gets a big takedown, Nate,
Yes.
for Iowa State against
Yeah,
Samuelson
nice shot.
of
High
Wyoming.
crotch. Yes.
This is important for team points too, with Wyoming being up there in Iowa State. up on the board, too, as far as team points. A head-to-head here between Wyoming and the Cowboys against the Cyclones. And we got another Cowboy down there, Dakota Gear, against the UNI Panther, Drew Foster. So we've had a few Fosters in the day. Clayton Foster is good for Oklahoma State. And then do you remember, was there an Andy Foster for Oklahoma Sooners?
197 pounder.
Big kid.
Yeah.
He came in the Nationals ranked #1, I think, or seeded #1 back in the day.
He was tough.
Yep. I think his first name was Andy.
Yeah, it was Andy.
Yeah, okay.
There's a lot of those. In 97 just seems like every year there's so many interesting guys in a big variety of styles. Last year, we had Cannell from Kent State came in there and beat Ken Collinmore from Ohio State, and then beat him again later in the third place match, and just really wowed the crowd.
Yes,
and
that lit up the forums and everything. Yes, it did.
Tate is in on Colbray. That's the center.
Foster gets more, 2 more for Foster over Gear.
He looks sharp.
He does. He's attacking.
Big one late in the period too. There won't be an escape.
Yeah, smart wrestling there. Into the period and edge of the mat, right, Coach Nate?
That'll work. It's a good combination.
Yeah. Yep. So.
Well, Colbray did a good defensive job there, getting good head control to get his leg back against State.
2-1.
What is
Colbray against him?
What does he do best overall, Colbray? What did you say he does best?
No, he's again great wrestler. 5-time national champion, junior national champion. So again, very skilled, but high crotches, single leg. He can hold his own upper body, and keeps good position.
Yeah,
and it's strong. Of course, he's strong, but strong, quick, explosive. But high crotch is his best go-to. And he can wrestle almost every position.
Years ago, and I've told Steve this before, there was a guy that I keep up with, and he had not seen Cale Sanderson wrestle.
Yeah.
And he said, what does Cale Sanderson do so well? I said, he's really good at 3 things. He said, what's that? I said, top, bottom, and neutral.
Oh, that was good. That was good, Jay.
About sums it up, doesn't it?
That's pretty much all you need to know.
Just about sums it up. It really does.
That was a good one.
It just about sums it up. Yeah.
Man.
He always showed up, didn't he?
Yeah.
I remember Scott Barker was a interesting, colorful guy there for Missouri and Brian Smith. And I was down there doing the duel on play-by-play at the Hearn Center, and I talked to Scott Barker, and his next match was going to be at Hilton against Cale Sanderson. At the time, Barker was like 16-0 with maybe 13 pins. Remember how good he was there for a while? I mean, he was a stud. And I said, well, you got Cale next. How do you think it's going to go? And he says, well, I won't beat Cale Sanderson. He said, I'll pin him. And I said, okay, well, that's all right.
That's a good attitude.
Yeah, you got to believe,
Yep.
And so I saw Cody between then and kind of said and he said, okay. And it was a tech fall in the second period. So, and I think we know who won because somebody didn't have any losses.
The first time I actually saw him wrestle was at the National Duels that year, and it was in, I want to say it was in Ohio, but he was a freshman at 84, and there were 4 All-Americans in his weight class that he ended up wrestling, and he beat every one of them by major or more. Wow. And 2 of those guys became national champions.
Amazing.
There was Brandon Eggum from Minnesota.
Oh,
there was Mark Munoz from Oklahoma State.
Yeah.
There was Barker there then? I can't remember. It might have been Barker when
Could
he
have
was
been,
there. But, and another one, I can't remember the 4th one, but I mean, and he beat them all comfortably.
Amazing.
And I thought, wow,
amazing.
I didn't expect that.
Yes.
I heard he's good, but I didn't expect that.
Pretty amazing.
He didn't have a close match.
He did have a close match with Eggum once. It was his first match against him. Jay Robinson brought him down to Fort Dodge at the Iowa Central campus. And they had a 5-4 or 4-3 match on mat number 5. I still remember watching it as a freshman.
When I had left West Virginia and went into full-time ministry, and Vertus Jones, I'm sure, wrestled him east-west and lost by 1 point.
Yes, close.
Cody might have been the other guy that was at the national duels, and I can't remember, but I don't. I don't remember who all was there, but I just remember there were 4 All-Americans, and a couple of them became national champions, and he beat them all pretty handily.
Amazing.
So that told you a lot right there.
It sure does. Sure did. So what do we got here? Sammy Colbray, Coach. What do you say?
Up
what do you see here?
Up 3-2.
Early third.
Definitely controlling the match, so he'll try to get another takedown.
Against Tara Samuelson of Wyoming Cowboys. It's important for the team race here. This match here, I mean, not just for individual, but because Wyoming's in fourth, Iowa State's in second. So
Foster's up 5-3.
Yeah, he's up 5-3 with 53 seconds left.
Against Dakota Gear of Oklahoma State.
Gear's been riding him pretty tough, tried to turn him a time or two, but he hasn't had any luck turning. He's going to have to turn him to have a shot.
Sure will, won't he, Jay? Because we've got, what, 10 seconds to go, correct?
If you let him up, you got to get 2 takedowns.
Yes.
So
he's going to have to turn him, or we might have a Panther finalist. Some escape there by Foster, so.
He's in good shape now.
Yeah, he really is. He really is. Colbray, what do we got? We got blood time maybe or not? I think so. Bloody nose there for the Wyoming Cowboy. Tara Samuelson. Samuelson.
And here's why. Here's why every wrestler, to me, even if leg shots are his forte, every wrestler in college should learn at least one good throw. If you're down by 3 or 4 points in the final 10 seconds, shooting a single leg is going to do you no good.
Absolutely.
You know, it's just not.
Yeah, you need it. You definitely
have
to have.
And if you get desperate and try it, who cares whether you lose by 3 or 5? But you've got to have something that gets you more than 2.
That's right.
If you're down the last 20 seconds.
Yeah.
That's true. No
Nate
doubt
was
about
a
it.
great thrower. He had that bear hug. Boy, I can still picture you coming up there.
I would go upstairs. That's
oh,
for sure.
man, you could go upstairs and toss him to the backs.
Whoa!
Many times.
Watch out.
Boy, I tell you.
Woo, that was close.
Colbray's got to wrestle smart. Best defense is offense. He's got to be busy. He's got to wrestle smart.
He's quick.
17 seconds to go on the edge of the mat, so.
No stalling warnings, I guess.
No stalling warnings as far as I know.
Yeah, he's standing in there good. And he has good hips, too.
Mm-hmm. Now he's strong through the hips.
Double leg with a sprawl there by Sammy
That'll
Colbray.
kill the clock right there, that underhook.
3, 2, 1.
Now
Did
see,
he pick up some?
there, at least the kid tried something.
At least
yes,
he tried.
So
something. He went for it. He knew what he had to do at least.
And a great time to try it. Yep. I mean, and great position.
You have nothing to lose. Colbray covers him, gets the takedown as victorious.
That'll
no
be a
riding
good
time in
finals
that
match.
one. So 5-2. Yeah, that will be fun.
A very good finals match.
Foster and Colbray.
Yeah,
and
Colbray
won
beat Foster
at
for
the
first time.
Yeah, at the West Gym, right?
Yes.
In the duel.
Yeah,
I was there.
At his home turf, so that's going to be a great match.
That will be fun. Yeah, because I think Foster defeated Colbray in the past, if I remember right, previously.
This is one of the worst puns ever, but I'm going to get out of harm's way.
Oh, I love it. That's great. So, Timmy, he said, Jay's, I think he's bowing out, going to give you the mic because he said he's going to get out of harm's way.
Hey, thanks, guys. I enjoyed it.
Thank you, Jay.
It's always a pleasure.
Yep, thanks, Jay. Appreciate it. Thanks, Jay. Jay Carl Guyman, longtime voice, was the voice of the Cowboys for 20-some years.
Oh, he's good.
Yeah,
history.
Getting ready to go to his 48th national tournament.
Wow,
so.
unbelievable.
And, you know, Mike Chapman, our good friend, this would have been his 48th
this
year, my 28th. But for Takedown Radio, which we all love so much, we've chose not to go to the Nationals, and we're going to do the show live from the studio in Des Moines, Iowa, with Jeff Murphy calling in and giving us updates from
that's
Pittsburgh.
going to be exciting.
So, yeah, Mike Chapman's had that memorabilia show for how many years there? Boy, with lots of great stuff. Pictures of Nate Carr on some of that stuff. And Mike and Bev have been hardcore wrestling promoters and fans for how many years? They're practically their whole life, really.
Yes, definitely.
So, thanks to Mike and Bev for all they've done for wrestling over the years. So set the stage. You got the big boys going here. Preston Weigel with a big throw, huh?
Yeah, he's wrestling good.
Wow. Oh.
This is your big match right here. This is Miklas and the kid from Fresno.
Hockett, I think is how you pronounce it. Josh Hockett. Yeah, and Willie lost to him in the duel.
Real close. Like he did wrestle.
Sudden victory.
Yeah,
he looked flat-footed.
Yes. I thought he should have won. It was just one of those.
Yeah, Willie looked flat-footed. So, but if I remember right, Hockett had a real nice record. I'm going to say he was something like 26-3 or 4.
That's right.
So Willie's going to have to bring it. He
That's
needs to step up to the plate and deliver. Take some shots. Weigel did right away. Man, did he score, huh?
Yeah, he's
wrestling
aggressive.
You got the bedlam going on in that match. Woodley of OU against Weigel of OSU. So got the Sooner and the Cowboys. Right now, the Cowboys leading, so.
Nicholas trying to control those elbows. Nice little duck there. Oh, come on, pull him in.
Trying to get the switches off to the
Come
single
on,
leg.
put back up, back
Nicholas.
up, back 2.
That's huge, too, because that kid was hard to
Nice.
take down, remember, at Hilton. So.
You know, there's a classic
Big takedown.
example of just a simple
Smart.
dump. Just a dump.
Yes.
Yeah,
I didn't do anything fancy, just the old-fashioned single dump.
covered the hips.
Great
got the
job, Willie.
takedown.
Yeah, great awareness of where he was, pulled him back a little bit, caught that ankle, good wrestling, smart wrestling.
So Willie Nicholas takes the early lead there over Hokett of Fresno State Bulldogs. Coming here all the way from California. Weigert gets the back points, 4 of them. He gets a 4 count for the back exposure, back points. Now up 6, or is that 8? 6-0 now in favor of the Oklahoma State Cowboys. So big lead there for Oklahoma State. They could use some more bonus points, you know, for their team. They have 103, by the way.
Yeah,
Iowa
not
State,
really.
the Colbray win against the Wyoming Cowboy was helpful for Iowa State in the big picture. Plus, it kind of separated Wyoming and Iowa State with you and I now
Right. And
sandwiched
Iowa
in there.
State,
Yeah, because
yeah,
they had 2
and we
wins.
got heavyweights
with Lewin,
still coming too.
right? Or Lewin, or
Yeah, because
Lewin and Foster.
Yeah, they both
won.
Yeah.
So Panthers had 2 wins. That's 16 or 12 points according to Jay. He's the mathematician. You get 6 per win in this round, team points. So that's enough to bring the Panthers into 3rd.
Nicholas is up. Willie's up 3-0
Yep, 3-0. So could try to pick up
over
6
Josh.
more, maybe for Iowa State, but we'll see. It's not over till it's over.
That's right.
Willie's got his underhook.
Yeah, it's a good one of his favorite positions.
He likes to get in that underhook, and you do a lot from that, can't you, Coach Nate?
That's right. Get him off balance. I think he likes to drive through, and then he'll shift and move it to single leg.
Yep.
Trying to pull him down there. See how he's going for that far leg right there?
Yep.
Yeah.
Works.
Yeah.
Hey, you got it. He's good at it. It's effective. And we dedicate in the first part of the show and even this part to his family with the death of his father. I think it was Tuesday, I'm pretty sure, that his father, Gary, passed away. And I'm sure Mom, Luann's in the crowd today cheering for her Cyclone, Willie Nicholas. And then thoughts and prayers go out to the Smith family tonight with Leroy Smith Jr., John Smith's Pat, Leroy, and Mark. We're the 4 boys out of 10 kids, Jay said.
Yes,
so that's 6 girls, 4 boys.
Yes.
But our thoughts and prayers go out to Leroy Jr.
Boy, what has that family done for the sport of wrestling in
Yeah.
Oklahoma?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, man. I remember seeing Pops up here in the stands wearing that big black cowboy hat. They've done a lot for the sport of wrestling.
We're under 30 seconds in the second period now
Yeah.
in Willie's match. Still ahead 3-0.
Oh, nice shot.
Weigel up big time. Weigel is. 4 more for Weigel, for Preston Weigel for Oklahoma State. He's up to 10-0 now. He could get bonus points possibly. Either major or tech fall. So Willie Nicholas comes out of that unscathed, huh?
Yeah, I'm not so sure I wouldn't have given the 2 points on that takedown.
When he hit
He
that
had his
knee.
foot. Yeah, he had his foot.
Yeah.
But Willie,
The
again,
table. Oh,
kept
they threw the
moving.
brick.
that's yeah.
They'll look at
Tim
it.
Arms. Coaches are thinking just like Coach Tim is.
No, well, you would take a shot at that because of the way he dropped. He had both legs.
Yeah.
Now,
Got to
we'll
figure
see.
it out. Got to figure it out. Got to go back to reviews.
So there's 5 seconds left in the second period. So if he does get the takedown, Willie's going to have 5 seconds to try to score here in this period yet.
Yeah. Boy, doesn't Jay Carl know the rules? Did you hear him today? If you don't wear all the same color
Yes, that's pretty
singlets,
good.
for every time you participate, you get a team point deducted. And he officially said Oklahoma State has not been wearing the same color. And he said it's an official rule that barely ever gets called. Barely ever gets
Well, I think
called
we could
for,
take
so,
a few points away from Oklahoma State.
Yeah,
They'll be
probably
all right.
want to change the
that's
outcome.
what that was
a
my
whole lot.
response. Yeah.
Don't think it change the outcome. That's what Nate said earlier.
That's
I
why they're
remember.
wearing different singlets. It
Yeah,
doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter. So, yeah.
They did not give him the takedown there.
They gave him, So
Oh, they did?
No, they did,
No.
but they were going out of bounds, just a reaction time, and the ref thought he was pretty much watching it really good. He was on top of it, so he just thought not enough control.
Do you think the table in the way and maybe not Miklas able to do maybe a particular counter move could have had something with it or not? I mean,
I
sometimes
think
the
Willie did
tables
a good job of doing it.
Okay,
He did
yeah.
exactly what he needed to do on the edge of the mat.
He did, yeah.
pull him out, get out of bounds, get a restart.
Take that
Yeah.
step out, baby.
That's
Yeah.
what he's doing.
He did
He's on
good.
top now in referee's position against Josh Hokett from Fresno State.
And Hokett is quick, though. Did you see that little single, though?
Yeah.
So he's going to have to watch it. That was a great shot.
He gets in there deep on the leg. Hokett was from Fresno State. And
Willie's trying
Coach
to get
Steiner.
a turn.
one of the Steiner. And Joe Cologne coaching out there.
Yeah, he's
Love
tough.
Joe Cologne.
Oh, man. Mr. Excitement. He kind of reminds me of a Nate Carr.
Yeah, he
the way
goes
he scores
upstairs.
points.
Yeah.
Makes us look smart when Cologne comes out because we say, well, he should win, but I know this much there's going to be a lot of points scored. And Tim, it happens every time, doesn't it? And Nate's
Every
watched him too,
time.
I'm sure.
Yeah, he's
From Clear Lake, Iowa.
yeah, he's tough.
State champ from Clear Lake. So, coaching up there is who? Did you know coach up there maybe, Tim, or did you from
Weber.
Clear Lake?
Oh, man, Weber. He's
Coach-
been
yeah.
a coach for years up
yeah,
there.
you talked about him
Yeah,
earlier to
stud.
Cologne, and Cologne said, yeah, he's a tough dude.
Oh,
or
yeah.
something.
Weber's one of the old guys, from Northern Iowa. Was a coach up there for probably 30 years.
From Clear Lake.
Yeah. He just retired here just last 4 or 5 years.
It lit up Cologne's face when you said he brought
yeah.
up Coach Weber.
He's a piece of work. He's a great guy, though. I mean,
Is he
you
really?
talk
That's
about
cool.
a guy who mentored some kids for a
Sure.
long time up there in Clear Lake.
Yeah, that's great. Yeah. Kick, go out of bounds. Miklas still up 3-0. Big lead here from Weigel over Jake Woodley of Oklahoma University, 12-0. So.
Willie really looks comfortable on top right here. Last
Yeah.
time these guys wrestled, he didn't look very good on top at all.
5
Oh,
minutes,
he's trying to
He's
tilt
getting
him.
30 seconds of riding time. Oh, picking up.
Did he get back?
Wow.
Baby got some back. Nice.
That's good.
Willie Miklas up 5-0 now. Did you give him the 2 yet?
He's going to get it. It's coming.
There we go.
Gave him the 2, so Miklas
was
is
nice.
up. Weigel beat Woodley 13-0 with ready. 5 minutes and 40 seconds of riding time. It's a lot of, we used to call it truckload of riding time. And when you get more than 5 minutes, it's a train load of riding time instead of just a truckload of riding time. So that's a lot of riding time. 5 minutes and 40 seconds.
So 5 seconds left here in Willie Miklas's match.
Yeah.
Willie's going to win 6-0 and really a dominating performance, guys.
Yeah, from start to finish. And Jay Carl earlier said that's going to be a fun finals.
Yes.
Weigel and Miklas. Now they would have wrestled in the duel, and I'm not sure how that came out.
I think Willie won.
Did Willie win? Okay. And it was down here, I believe, in Stillwater. It was down Stillwater. So, all righty. Gannon
Boy, that
Grimmel.
just gives me goosebumps there for a Willie, don't it?
Yes.
Gosh darn it. How awesome. Aren't we blessed to be a part of an awesome sport?
Oh,
Yes,
it's fun,
no
isn't
doubt,
it?
right?
It's so
No
fun to
doubt,
watch and
Tim.
keep track of. And Gannon Grimmel, love to watch this kid wrestle. He wrestles with his whole heart. He's got A.J. Nevels, the number 2 seed from Fresno State. And then you have Tara Owendorf and Utah Valley
Boy,
State against
going-
Derek White, the number 1 seed for Oklahoma State Cowboys. So it's going to be fun. These good matches. Gannon Grimmel had a big win that
Yeah.
forced Tim Harms into push-ups earlier against a real stud himself, Carter Isley.
That's okay. I'm a huge Carter Isley fan.
I am too, actually. I've talked to the kid. He is a good kid, but I was kind of pulling for Grimmel. I just thought Gannon might do it. I loved his energy in that in
Yes.
that match. I mean, he kept the pace high. And
Oh,
So,
nice shot. Sprawl. Oh, go, 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 go. And keep the leg. Do this sprawl and move to the corner and keep the leg. Come on.
keeping that leg
Yeah,
huge.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Now sky it or dump it. What's he going to do, Coach? Double?
Trip. Duh!
Stay in bounds. Nope, they go out. Oh, man, what a scoring opportunity.
Right there was a classic example. All you needed to do was stop and dump.
It's a big scoring opportunity there for Gannon Grimmel. And, you don't get those a lot at heavyweight. Really.
Right, nice
Gets
shot,
number 2
nice
seed, so,
defensive
yeah.
counter.
he was doing all the things you were saying.
No.
They just
he
ended up going
needed-
out of bounds. Yeah, it was that out of bounds that kind of was doing everything Nate Carr was telling him to do.
I'm going to have to get an extra work comp policy doing this next to Coach Carr.
Yeah, I know.
Sorry.
Yeah,
I'm
I
sorry,
love
too.
it. I love it. Yeah, he's got the emotion. Just kind of tells what he did out on the mat back in the day. So, yeah, he's Mr. Excitement. Dynamite comes in small packages, and that's Nate Carr, you guys. So.
You know, I think that's a
Yep.
position Gremmel likes is that underhook, too.
yes.
Yeah.
And it's good
Yeah.
to get the underhook and then circle to the underhook.
And his opponent from Fresno State is Nevels, A.J. Nevels for Coach Steiner and Coach Joe Colon.
A.J. Nevels has a nice shot.
Yes, he does. Tall, probably about this. Gannon Grimlow is usually a little taller than most of his opponents, but they might be about equal as far as height goes.
And Gannon's wrestling with intensity. You know, he's moving for a big guy. He's
Yeah.
keeping the pressure, always snapping, always moving forward. There's a nice
Yeah.
little shot. You know, he's always keeping them moving.
Yep.
And
Who's he training with in
White.
the room every day?
White.
yeah, we have some other heavyweights that are really aggressive. Oh, you asked me, their name slipped me, but Iowa State champions.
So White
Good.
wanted some back points here. He wanted some back points.
We have
Took
another guy that's a Pennsylvania State champion. That's a heavyweight. That's in it, Francis.
White took down Ohlendorf right to his back for Utah Valley. And Lofthouse, coaching for Utah Valley, he's out in Ohlendorf's face.
Ethan. He wrestled Ethan all the time.
Yeah.
Who's a state champion. They wrestled in high school. And I think every time they wrestled, I think Ethan won.
I think you're right.
Wow.
Because he transferred from Oklahoma State.
That's right.
Right.
Kid from Southeast Polk.
Yes. Him and Willie are good friends, yeah.
Yeah, I did. I announced a sand wrestling tournament. What are the outdoor wrestling
yeah.
deal that Southeast Polk puts on every year out there in Altoona, and that kid that went. I can't remember his last.
Ethan, his father passed away as well.
Really?
Yes.
That's sad.
And him and Willie both moved back. And both of their fathers are gone.
I tell you
Same
what,
high school.
that's amazing, right? Southeast Polk's program is just amazing. Coach Christensen has done such a phenomenal job down there.
Big shot.
What's
here
going
by-
on down there?
Big shot by Neville. We got face to shoelace right
Okay,
now down there. So.
Now, Gannon has to lift his
He's
head
gotta
up
keep
and
his
keep
head
the
high,
ankle
doesn't he,
and throw
Coach?
the right arm over
Right.
toward
Yes.
the head like that.
Yep.
No, well.
Are you guys wired up? Because this is. But he's dropping his level, isn't he, Coach?
Oh, he needs to come up.
Dropping his level.
I did just
No, there he is. He's getting it up. Knees are coming up and raise the head. Oh, then the other guy's doing it.
Neville's planting the head.
Keep wrestling.
the
Keep
hips,
wrestling.
Keep turning,
Nice.
right?
Keep sitting the hips. Yep. He has to keep sitting the hips
spinning.
through. Get his head up. Keep a good. He needs to keep a good grip on the ankle for sure. Uh-oh.
that ankle
That's
control.
good. Now go hustle here.
Ankle
keep your
control.
head
Keep
up. Keep
coming.
your head up.
Keep coming. Now lift again. No, don't do too much rolling. No, keep going up. Push.
This is fun.
Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Oh, he gave two.
No.
No.
There
Now
he goes.
2 points, so 3-1 now in favor of Neville's over Gannon Grimma. Wow, what a fight for a takedown. Woo, man. I tell you, the key's keeping that head high, isn't it?
Yes.
Keeping that head high. So.
Yeah, keeping the head high.
I've done play-by-play with Gable a few times.
Go,
and he always
go.
told me,
Nice.
"Guys,
Nice.
keep
Go
your head high.
round.
Get out.
Get out and go round.
Kick
them.
out. Kick out.
He's
Go.
So 20 seconds
Go,
left
attack.
in the second period here.
Got attack.
Gremmel down 3-1.
Grimmo got out, so it's 3-1. He got the escape. Right
And
only
Neville's
got
looked a little
up
tired
1-0.
there. Did you see him stop?
Yeah.
That's it.
Yes, he did.
Gannon needed to turn that
He's
up
got
and
to
go
keep
run
the
after
pace
him.
on.
He
Don't
probably
oh,
would've
big
scored.
takedown here for White
Yeah.
of Oklahoma State.
If you look
over
at Coach
Ohlendorf
Metcalf
from
down
Utah
there, he's
Valley.
telling him, keep going, keep
Yeah,
moving.
yeah.
You
This
can tell
guy
that-
is.
Yep.
Yep.
Look at him.
Yep. He's tired.
He is.
Gannon Grimmel's got a good tank.
Yes, he does.
He's proved it for a big guy. He's got a pretty good gas tank, so he's got to keep
It's
this
gonna come
thing
down
started.
to the takedown.
He's got to keep this thing started. Ohlendorf gets some,
Come on, they're giving the guy a
Neville's
break right
gets
now.
some air in his lungs. I know it. He's set. Come on, ref. Set. So
Really no issue on writing time.
no, not yet. So
Well, he's stalling right there. Keep moving. Oh, right there. Go, go, go.
Get out. Get your hips out.
Get
That's
out,
one.
get
That's
around,
one.
get
Get
two
your two.
if
Get
you
your two.
can.
You'll
Or
give him one.
takedown.
Give him one. Start him up.
Only
That dude
one.
was so he was so
3-2.
lazy there. You almost wanted to give him 2 just because he didn't move.
Yeah. I think the young man from Fresno State's tired.
Yeah.
He's pretty exhausted, so. Wright got a big takedown for Oklahoma State.
Just
by the
lock it
way.
up. Lock it up right there, baby.
It's Ohlendorf.
Boy, if Grimmel could just slide his head to the side underneath that arm.
Yeah, could be
Good
key.
job. Way
Watch
to
for
keep the
stalling.
pressure on, though.
Come on, get back to it.
Let's go, Gannon Grimmel. Man, he was caught in a Donnybrook up there at West Gym. He proved to me at least he's got
He
a
needs
gas
to have
tank, but-
control intensity.
Yeah,
Control
intensity.
intensity so he could.
stalling against Ohlendorf
That-
down here between
that-
White
that-
and Ohlendorf.
what-
There you go.
Oh, throws him.
Now, see, he needs more control, not that, but
Stall call
it
against,
needs to be controlled intensity on Gannon's part.
because it was a stall warning against
Yes.
of
So he needs to turn it up right now. Once
Yeah.
go. He needs to.
Got to take
push it.
advantage of it. Got to push the pace.
Nice shot. He just taking a shot.
Switch
Now he
off
should
to
come up and
single.
bear hug. Bear hug.
Come right up
Come
into it, shouldn't you?
Yeah, because if that guy shoots, he could go around him.
He's gonna
Keep wrestling.
cut the
Don't
corner.
waste. The guy's wasting time there.
Yeah.
Gannon has to keep moving.
Yeah.
Oh,
Try
now
an
he
ankle
should
pick.
score.
Now-
Now he should score.
He
Right
should
there.
score.
Go. Come on. Pick it up.
Pick it up. Pick it up. Oh, man, the kid's so
Go.
tired.
Pick
He's
it up.
fighting 45
Go.
seconds to go.
Go.
45 seconds.
Okay.
Steve Foster,
Gannon
Nate
needs to
Carr
keep moving.
calling here. We're hearing live coaching from the 3-time national champ, Nate Carr.
Come on. Keep
Oh, he's got to
hustling.
get out of those double overhooks. Gannon
And maybe
Grimmel
they'll call him
does.
for. Oh,
There it
he
is.
had it.
Oh, man, should have dipped the knee.
It'd be.
Should have dipped the
Oh.
knee. Go out of
Go, go,
bounds.
go.
Get a
Oh.
restart. Kick out.
We'll make a gill call.
Kick out or come back. You
That
gotta
was
get
a lot
restart.
of wasting time right there.
Yeah, 'cause
14
you got
seconds
14
left.
seconds to go.
What?
You got to get out.
Jeez.
Both up. 8 seconds to go. Too much time wasted on the edge, huh,
Yeah, he
Coach?
needed. Well, the edge and the position wasted time. He
Yes.
had double overs. Just
Yep.
now
Those
the
were-
guy's. He's definitely probably got a good sprawl in him. He needs to go. Gannon needs to go. Go. Just go. Oh. Call him.
It's unfortunate because I think the more aggressive wrestler
out-wrestled
didn't win. So, but Neville's wins for Fresno State, so the Bulldogs get a finalist.
Yeah, congratulations.
AJ Neville's. Wow.
Coach Israel
Tough
Silva.
loss for Gannon Grimmel. He had so many opportunities too, Coach. That's what makes it tough. When you had too many, you had all those opportunities
Yeah.
for scoring,
Well,
and
yeah.
it didn't come to pass. So,
You could, just again, the too much time in the position and not being aware of that time is passing.
yeah,
And maybe that's a little bit of the heavyweightness, the heavyweight.
yeah, it's kind of a league
You know
of
what
its
I'm
own.
saying? And
Yep.
just sitting there and I'm
Oh,
doing
yeah.
something, but you're really not doing anything.
Yeah, it's kind of a league of its own, really.
The old dancing bears again.
Yes.
Yeah, Tim always calls them the Dancing Bears. Yes, they are. And we're quite done with the other semifinal down here. You ready? White up now, 10-1, and that does it with 2 minutes and 53 seconds of riding time. Oklahoma State, you guys, has a finalist.
Yeah.
White wins for Oklahoma State. He'll be wrestling AJ Neville's from Fresno State tomorrow night at 7 o'clock. So,
Yeah,
Wow.
Gannon really out-wrestled
yeah,
the guy.
the more aggressive wrestler wasn't victorious. It's tough to watch that when
They
that
need to
takes
keep
place.
moving on the flurry.
Yes, those scrambles, Coach, you need to keep his head
And-
higher.
But I do
his hips
think
higher.
Neville's had a higher level of awareness. You can tell he shoots a single, so he's definitely been in that position.
And I'm not sure if Neville's what year he is. I know Gannon Grimmel's a freshman,
Yes.
correct? Yeah, he's a freshman, so we'd have to
Redshirt freshman, right?
see how.
Redshirt freshman.
Yep, redshirt freshman for Gannon Grimmel out of Dubuque, Iowa. Wrestled up there in Dubuque in the northeast corner of the state of
Well,
Iowa.
Marcus Coleman's out there
Yep.
wrestling back for the Cyclones. Had a tough, he was winning and just had a tough match in the losing.
He's kind of had a tough time here towards the end of
And
the
he's
season.
a
Seems
redshirt
like.
freshman too.
Seems like he's kind of been in a lull a little bit. Just to me anyway.
Yes.
Good athlete, though.
And I'm a
good
and he's
athlete.
young.
Yes.
He
Yeah.
can turn the corner there.
I'm a
He's
Marcus
young.
Coleman fan. I mean,
Yeah.
multiple state champ for Ames High.
Yes.
But it just seems like the end of the season, it's kind of been dragging out for him a
You know,
little bit.
over
maybe.
the summer, it's just he needs to pick a couple positions
Yes.
and say, I will master these by the next season.
There you got it, Coach. And it'll be the difference in a few of these losses he's had.
I know that's how you have to do it. I know my freshman year, I didn't need anybody to tell me.
Yeah.
I needed to work on getting off the bottom. So
Yep.
the whole summer, dared people to ride me. Said, let me see you do it. You see, now that's when you're trying to
Love
make
it.
that improvement. Let me see you do it. Go ahead.
Yes.
I dare you to hold me down.
Yeah.
And you know what? Next year, national champ.
Yeah, love it. And then 2 more after that, too, by the way. 3-time national champ. Nate Carr. That's awesome, Nate. Yep. Some of the guys in your practice room you wrestled with?
Oh, during that time?
Yeah.
Oh, geez. Jim
Yeah.
Gibbons,
Jim Givens.
Dave Brownie. And how about Brownie
Yeah.
beat me twice? We did that inner squad. You know, of course,
Yeah.
he's older. But
Yeah.
I'm a freshman. I lose by 1 point.
Yeah.
We wrestle in the Northern Open. I lose by 1 point.
Yeah.
And I want to say by the end of the year, there was a big difference.
Yeah, right, yes. Yep. Yep.
Yeah.
Trying to think, were you in the Randy Conrad era? Was you
Yes,
around
yeah, I
Randy
wrestled
Conrad?
Randy Conrad
Yeah.
as well.
He could be tough.
Tom Pickard,
Tom Pickard. I remember Tom Pickard.
Mike Mann, Perry Hummel,
Terry
Dave
Hummel's a
Allen.
stud. Yeah, Dave Allen.
I'd wrestled all
Dave
those.
Allen and Ed Bannock.
I wrestled everybody all the way up to Mike Mann.
Mike Mann from Marshalltown.
Yes.
Mike Mann from Marshalltown. Yeah.
We used to
Oh,
throw
yeah.
down in the day. I could wrestle an hour and a half straight easy.
Sweet. Made a difference, didn't it? It showed in your performance, Coach. Nate Carr talking with us tonight. Been great to work with Nate
Yeah,
Carr
some
tonight.
great teams then, great
Yeah.
teammates.
We called Randy Conrad because he's just kind of tough. I don't know
Oh,
how
tough on
technical
top.
he was.
No, he was tough
He's
on
just
top.
tough and tough. Everybody said that dude he wins his matches by just being tougher and it's
Yeah,
not.
but he can
and we used to
ride.
call him Mad Dog Randy.
That's probably
People
a good
from
name for him.
Chicago. People from
And
Chicago
actually,
called
what is
him
he?
Mad
I
Dog
think he's
Randy. Conrad.
he's head of the whole high school association. I think he runs that.
Yeah, you know he's
The high school states. Or
he's the
something.
oldest man to ever wrestle in the Midlands. He wrestled a few years back.
Oh,
He was
wow.
42 or 44 years old, and he wrestled in the Midlands. Won his first match, went out, pulled his hammy,
Wow.
and then he's the oldest man
Yeah,
to
he's
ever
a tough-
participate
he's a tough
in the
guy.
Midlands.
Yeah.
He was. We called him Mad Dog Randy Conrad.
Yeah.
Out of
Hey,
Chicago,
while we got a little time
Illinois,
right
so-
here, Coach, why don't you talk to us a little bit about some of the athletes you're working with at the Cyclone Training Center? I mean, nice jacket. You got one
CRT.
yet? I don't have one.
No, might
Just
be
saying.
coming. Hey, we might have Coach in the studio next week. He might bring us one.
Definitely doing some coaching. Just recently got back from Cuba. Took David Carr over and Kyvan. Both of them did well.
Yep.
Both took
Silver
third.
medals, right?
Bronze.
Bronze medals, yeah.
Yep.
Bronze,
and, you could see improvement.
Right.
And so, and then, of course, a lot of fundraising. You know, we're doing some great things there.
How do people get a hold of you? How do they come get a hold of you? Is there a website?
Yes, just RTC, Cyclone RTC.
CycloneRTC.com. Get
That's
in
right,
there and
just put
click
it
on
on,
stuff
yes.
and help out.
Yeah, actually, we're in the process now of building a complex so the wrestlers could live there.
Yeah, I saw that. I
yeah.
saw that on the webpage. Someplace for them to live.
And then the future, too, you know, it's to keep training the athletes that have aspirations to be world champions and Olympians. And then that's what it's about. That's what it's about. And, then, of course, we want to recruit more guys, and that's the future. That's where we're going.
That helps.
Getting our guys ready, you know, the college wrestlers, and we got the high school guys coming in, you know, to the RTC. So that's good. That's what it's about.
Marcus Coleman up now 6-3 with 43 seconds to go in the second period. 45 seconds riding time in favor of Coleman. And
I think one of the really cool places I've been. Have you been to the Legends of Gold up in Beersford, South Dakota?
No, I don't.
They've got it's a regional training center. Basically, Terry Pack runs it.
Yeah, Terry
and
Pack.
They've got it's a unbelievable.
Pack
It's
is
an
his
old
son.
youth camp, Lutheran youth camp is what it was. He's got dorms, wrestling facility, a training room, out in the middle of nowhere, and it's just an awesome environment. And when kids just need to get away and get their head clean, he brings them in. He's got 30 acres of ground,
Wow.
He just does a phenomenal job with young kids.
I got to get up there. You've talked about it for years, Tim. I'm still yet to get up there.
I lived there for 6 months, and I'm telling you, it's
Yeah,
the
I
way of
remember
the
you
future.
did.
Wow,
It really
that's awesome.
is.
Yeah, it's great.
And
Great
I
for the
wanted
kids.
to mention also, Tim, that Kyvan Gatson on Monday's heading to the World Cup.
Yes.
So I just was doing some workouts
Yeah.
with him before
He gave me a
I left,
text and
before I
told me
came here.
about it.
Yeah.
Kyvan texted me.
So,
So, yep. Oh, yeah, big fans of him. He's had some good wins in freestyle.
and we'll take a good group of the young guys to the national freestyles for the juniors. And so, yeah.
So you get to
So we're
coach all
excited.
those, so
Yes,
you're the
yes.
head coach, you get to do that.
Yes. Well, I'm the associate director, so we'll all coach it together. And that's what it's about. So I'm doing fundraising. So I have a list of titles.
Nice.
But the coaching is in there.
Nice.
I'm going to give this to Kyvan when I see him next. It's a small magnet I made of him. So I want to give it to him in person, but it is a magnet. It actually sticks to metal. And I keep it on my refrigerator, and it gives me energy when I look at it during the day.
There
I
you
think
go.
of Kyvan and his dad, Willie, and his uncle, Charlie.
Yes, good
And
people. I
so,
talked to Charlie,
when I
called
see-
me today.
Charlie did. Is he
Yes.
still out east, New York
Yes, yes,
area, or
yes.
up around New York?
Yes.
Yep. Because they both came from there, correct?
Yeah,
Originally,
Huntington,
Willie and
yes.
Charlie did. So,
Yes.
yep.
Long Island, yeah.
Yeah, the Long Island. Yep. Wow, that's cool. Yep, it's fun to reminisce about this great sport of wrestling that we love. So, Marcus Coleman giving up two here towards the end. 51 seconds to go. Riding time is in favor of Coleman, but he's only up by one. It's 8-7 now with a minute 20 seconds of riding time in favor of Coleman. And because we're in the wrestlebacks, I'm going to have to dig. It would be 174 to
Yeah.
see who his opponent is.
Coleman needs to get that escape.
Yes, he does. I think it's Miniweather. Yeah, Miniweather from Air Force is who his opponent is. So it's good to see the Air Force here wrestling today. Out of state of Colorado. Oh, big points there by
That was
by
a really
Coleman now.
nice, very, very nice double leg takedown
Yes.
right there.
Yeah, two more for Coleman. So now he leads Miniweather from Air Force Academy 11-7 and wins. And he's going to get another one maybe with the riding time, or did they tack
he
that on
raced
already?
No, there is no right.
There's no right. He erased it.
Oh, okay. 58 seconds, close.
Nice
Okay.
try though, Steve-O.
Yep, close. 2 seconds off. Day late, $1 short. Day late, $1 short, and 2 seconds off. So
With that said, when you're talking about the RTC, that's just a great thing for the colleges, because now when you're recruiting, you're talking after college, post, and that's just a nice package to put together to keep those guys training, and then also giving back to the room all the time because of their experience.
I think that's just a great part of our sport that people don't realize that's so valuable, because to get that next level athlete in your program, they're going to want that. They're going
That's
to
right.
want to go move on. So you got to provide that opportunity.
And so some of the top schools are really buying into that, and it's making a difference. Of course, USA Wrestling loves it. Regional training centers all over the country. And it's great.
So what's the overall your game plan and your strategy? I know you wear a lot of titles, you wear a lot of hats. Outside of the coaching, where do you see 5 years from now the regional training center?
Well, I see us recruiting athletes from different places, bringing them in, and of course part of that will be is where can we use them when you look at your tough guys on your team? How do you bring this guy that was third in the world, maybe at 57, maybe at 25? So it's a lot of placement. And so you look at it that way, where they're going to strengthen the team. And then you're looking at the guys wrestling for Iowa State and how they're going to transition into the RTC. And so that's the big, Gomez, David Card. I mean, a lot of those guys want to make the Olympic team. So, so how they're going to transition, and then bringing guys in that will help them, why both of them, the postgraduates, come to help the undergrads move in that direction.
So you're really just taking a business model and working it from the top down and from the bottom up.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah.
And then can we dare say to inspire also the high school level top guys. And so what is that doing? It's making U.S. the United States wrestling at another level.
Amen.
That's why they're good, because we're starting younger. Not only are we starting younger, but we're putting them around quality athletes that are good at their sport. That's huge.
Yeah,
right?
you look
The
at
high school working with Olympian, come on.
Yep. If you look at the depth now in our coaching, there's so many good ex-college athletes coaching the youth today that kind of get it, right? That
Yes.
let's
That's
not
why
put
they're tough.
Yeah, when I was just at the AAU tournament there in Iowa, man, the depth in junior high compared to what it was 10 years ago, way different.
And then here's the bottom line to that. To make that dream a reality, we raise funds. And so that's what it's about. So we're looking for people to give resources to helping athletes achieve their dream. Other countries, they have the resources. And so that's what it's about. So really, Coach Dresser does an awesome job raising funds, everybody working together, contributing to make those dreams come true.
Well, to me, it's always, Steve and I talked about this driving down last night. What Dresser's really done is created a great family environment.
Yes, he has.
It's about the atmosphere, isn't it, a lot of times, Coach?
Yes.
But the best business guys in the game create that atmosphere of family, and they do exactly what you're talking about, from the top down and from the bottom up.
That's right. You don't need – the football team don't need 10 quarterbacks, right?
Yeah.
Right.
I'm just saying, so it's a wise
One
person.
Patrick Mahomes will do.
That's right. Just
get-
put people in the right position, looking at their talents and gifts to move you down the field.
Yeah,
Amen.
exactly.
And that's what Coach Dresser does a good job.
Got to get everybody going the right direction.
That's right. And so we're all working together, and we have a common dream. Everybody's buying in. Our athletes are buying in. The people we recruit are buying in. The post-grads that we bring in are buying in. And so that's what it's about. And it's happened. Penn State's doing it. Iowa's doing it. Everybody.
Oh, yeah. These RTCs have become popular.
Titan Mercury. Just big clubs. And what are they doing? Giving their resources.
Yeah, exactly. Yep. And
So
the results are there.
What are your if I'm a business out there and I'd like to participate in helping you guys out, how do I get a hold of you? What do I do?
Just the Cyclone Regional Training Center. That we have a website. Go in there, contact us, or you could. If you're out there listening, my number is 478-973-2007. Nate,
Did you guys get that?
Yeah. Three-time national champion, Olympic medalist. You can just call him and say, "Where are you at? I want to come get your autograph."
That's right.
Nate says, "I'll give you to him for
Tim's
$50."
throwing me the ball, pitching it down.
That's awesome.
But true, and it's happening, and so the fans are coming out. So it's a great
Oh,
place.
yeah.
Iowa State, it's exciting. It's a great
The
place to be.
senior night, the 65 or 800 tickets sold for the Missouri duel, and then Mother Nature showed up. The blizzard showed up, and we had a little 4,000, I think.
Yes.
And I think they would have had 2,000 or 3,000 walk-ups that
So
night
the
too,
interest is there. It's exciting.
shows
A
the
lot of
fan
history,
base is
great
there.
tradition, and a lot of Olympians. Come on, a lot of medalists.
Oh,
so
man,
that
think
dream
of
is
it.
there. So that's why the RTC is there. And then really the overall picture is to turn out great champions in life.
Yes.
And that's the bottom line.
Moving down that
that's
field,
right. So
right?
That's right, moving down that field.
It's part of getting another first down.
So Dresser's he's done some great play calling, and from the huddle, and we're moving down the field.
So let's go back to when they first come and approached you. Was it Dresser?
Yes.
So when he approached you, what was your first thought? Was it easy? It's like, I'm in. Did he even have to say anything?
Well, I love Iowa State, right?
Right?
Well,
Yeah, your alma mater.
and of course, a big part too was my son liking Iowa State.
Yeah, David.
But one first, but then the other had to work
They had
as
to
well.
both
So at
come
what
together,
age did
didn't
you
they?
start buying him Iowa State gear? I'm just
You
curious.
know I do. Now, that's funny. We have some pictures with it. He has his Iowa State gear on. Plus his brother went there. Then his uncles went there.
Yeah.
So we have a lot of
Solomon
history.
and Michael.
Yeah,
I
Solomon
watched
and Michael,
Solomon
yes.
wrestle. And
So,
Michael.
just a lot of history.
Yeah. Sure.
And
Yeah.
he loved the staff. That's the bottom line.
Right, yeah.
He loved the staff, St. John, Metcalf,
Right, yeah.
Coach Dresser. And
Yes.
it's a good
Where are your
fan.
brothers, Solomon and Michael? I love watching
Well,
them
Michael's
wrestle.
in Arizona. Solomon is still coaching In D.C.?
Yeah, over in
Yes.
the D.C.
Yes.
area.
Owen
Great,
Mills
man.
area, yes.
Loved watching them wrestle back in the day. They had some great matches, man. I remember Michael Carr, a real good win for him was he's wrestling the kid from Wisconsin. His name might have been Gazzi, or no, it wasn't John Gazzi. I forget, but the kid was real good. Michael beat him at Hilton. It
might have been Solomon.
Was it Solomon,
I think
maybe?
it was Solomon. I think I knew Rudy Isom, maybe.
Yeah.
Rudy
Yes. Yes. What a match. Boy, Solomon brought it.
Yeah.
He was so strong,
Yeah,
Solomon was.
Yes.
He was as strong as a horse. Boy, he was strong. He could really. You go upper body, you kind of with
That's
you,
right.
Nate. You're in trouble
Yeah,
if you went upper body with Solomon. He's going to take you
Yeah,
down.
he definitely. You're
He's
right.
Show you the
have
lights.
a good memory because he definitely likes to throw.
Oh yeah. Yep, he sure did.
So that's what it's about. You know, back when I was training for the Olympics, of course, we had to raise our own funds, had some people, right? So now when I look at it now, that's what it's about. How can we get those resources? How can we pour into athletes that have that aspiration of being the best in the world and representing, of course, our country?
Yeah, the United States of America. Yep, think of.
And the Cyclones have done that well.
Yeah, I'm trying to. I knew I'd blow it when I brought this up, but I'm trying to think of a lot of our medalists. Obviously, yourself and
there's
Glenn Brand, Kel Sanderson. A lot of people forget about Jake Varner, but he was an Iowa State Cyclone. And I remember Glenn Brand, so that helps me with some history anyway there. But they've had some Gable, of course. Didn't give up a point. Petersons, yeah, Peterson, Gable. Been so many over the years.
Sanderson, he's in there.
Yeah, been some great ones. Kevin Jackson, man, two-time world champ, Olympic gold medalist. Think of that, 3 years he was on top of the year.
So we have that history. So say it's an honor for me to be back at Iowa State and just to encourage young athletes, to coach them, to motivate them.
Yeah.
It's great.
Yeah,
so
glad to be part of the team.
So the world level athlete, is this your first time you've been at that level coaching?
No, I've coached Olympic athletes and worked with them because when I was at West Virginia, and of course I trained there. I coached, trained, did ministry, just did a bunch of things and made the Olympic team all at the same time. But different athletes would come and train with me, from Kerry Colott, Kurt Angle. So I spent time with those guys. Kevin Jackson.
Be careful now. You're going to start aging yourself again.
Oh, it's okay. I think it's good to have. Yeah, when you meet people that are mature, it's a good thing.
Amen. Wisdom, right?
That's
Wisdom.
right. That's right.
Colott had good hips too, didn't he? When you wrestle him, he's
hard worker,
strong lower body, that low center of gravity.
Yes, he does have a low center of
gravity. It's just hard to move off his feet. So yeah, sounds good, guys. Well, I'm going to let people know we are done with the semifinal matches. I'm going to try to run down. Let's do a little of the team scoring here, shall we, real quick?
Go ahead.
We'll probably bow out here, and we'll be back. Tomorrow night is the finals at 7. Should we have a little fun and have to get our piece of paper and the old-fashioned pen out, or maybe my stylus and my new smartphone? But we'll have to do Oklahoma State against the Big 12. It's kind of fun.
That's a good way to put it.
Yeah, Oklahoma State against the Big 12 tomorrow night. But anyway, as far as team standings go right now, with this session almost over, Oklahoma State Cowboys in first place, 120.5. So in the driver's seat, obviously. And Iowa State Cyclones in second with 79. The UNI Panthers in third place with 53.5. That Luan win and Foster win really helped them with some points. And then OU, the Oklahoma Sooners, in fourth place with 46.5. Wyoming tops out the top 5. Wyoming Cowboys having a good tournament out of the city of Laramie, Wyoming, 45 points. North Dakota State Bison, 43.5 and 6. Fresno State Bulldogs with, let's see, kind of jumps around here for me, 39. Utah Valley State in 8th with 34. West Virginia Mountaineers with 16. And Northern Colorado, Mike Marino and Troy Nickerson coming out in the 10th place. Am I correct? UNC?
Yep. You know,
13.5.
Oklahoma made the biggest jump in this last
did they?
round. Yep.
They did,
they
because
went up 4 spots.
They did, Tim, because like J. Carl Guyman pointed out to Nate Knight, they had a tough duel year this year. They didn't look exceptional in the duels this year. their duels were pretty tough, but they got some real solid individuals.
Yes.
And it showed, and it's helped them bring up into the top 4 now, 46.5 points right behind you and I with 53.5. So strong showing by the Cyclones compared to where they were just a year ago and 2 years ago. And then, of course, Oklahoma State out in the finals. What time do we want to come on? You want to come on 15 minutes, 30 minutes ahead of time? What do you want to do, 15?
Let's do 15 minutes ahead of time.
So we'll tell our listeners we're going to come on. Truman Grove's doing a great job for us. Thanks, Truman, for being our producer today down here at the Big 12 Championships. We'll come on at 6:45 Central Standard Time tomorrow night. Going to be Steve Foster, 3-time national champ, Olympic medalist Nate Carr, fastest car I ever saw. Tim Harms doing a good job.
Hey, where can they listen at?
How do they get? Go to
same link,
theopenmat.com. Takedown Wrestling YouTube. So it's where they can get a hold of us. So Truman Grove doing a good job bringing us and in strong and solid. And we're going to start tomorrow night, 6:45. Thanks for listening, everybody.
And then for all those Cyclones out there,
Yep.
just wanted to remind you, Nate Carr, 478-973-2007.
Get a hold of the champ.
Thank you, Tim.
Get a hold of the champ. Thanks, guys.
All
Till
right.
tomorrow night. Good night, everybody.